I don't even trust myself with that power.
With what power?
Oh, hey, Aaron's calling me. I'll be back in a sec.
Some.
We are streaming now, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Hello, friends. Tim left.
Hi. Shed. Yeah. I like my new Discord icon.
Me too. I want to change mine.
I mean, you can. I've given
Yeah,
you
but I
your...
literally just saw you do that like the other day.
Alright, let's see. What other craps can I make on the stream?
So I'm pretty sure he just butt dialed me.
Cool. Let's see if that's a good sound. Yeah, that'll be good for when we actually start the stuff. So, I'll go ahead and say what we're doing, even though nobody's here and you don't care anyways. We are doing some more polyhedral dynamics today, because it's a Saturday, and that's what we do.
It's what we try to do.
Tim remembers. But today, not only are we doing polyhedral dynamics, but we're also going to be doing the Mask of Death. The thing that we actually started this show for.
Right.
Generally speaking. So, yeah. With me today is...
I'm Tim.
Timothy.
Yep, I'm Tim.
And...
Tim.
Darminic. And of
Darminic.
course, it's me. Your friendly
It's
neighborhood
me,
John.
Darminic.
Darn it.
I mean, he is Italian.
It's true.
Esque.
Ask.
Yep.
I mean, we've had the discussion about tomato sauce before.
I'm not sure I know which one that is.
The one where you don't like it, I think.
Yeah.
And how, since you're Italian, you have to like tomatoes. Which is weird because, like, tomatoes aren't even an Italian thing. Like, they
South American.
are... Yeah.
Just like tea isn't a British thing.
Yeah.
And American food isn't an American thing.
Sure it is. Hamburgers come from Hamburg, America. And hot dogs come from Frankfurter, America. And pizza comes from New York. Don't you dare come back at me with that. Unless it's deep dish, in which case it only comes from Chicago. Hot wings. Hot wings are American.
Not gay. Hot wings. Have you heard that song?
Nope.
It's amazing. It's a song about gay rights, except it's sang by a guy who's not gay. He tells you that about 300 times in the entire song. In fact, between every sentence it's a not gay, and then it just suddenly turns into hot wings, sports,
Ah, yes.
and just other
Sports.
amazing things, just like boobs and just a picture of tits, and you're like, okay.
I like boobs.
Oh yeah, everyone likes boobs.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Ooh.
it was so well done as that over attempt to say I'm not totally not gay.
Ugh.
Something.
Yawn.
What I just say.
I am still not dying. Hey, Dominic, you should throw yourself onto the page, since you don't exist there.
It would help if I'm on the page.
Yes,
Um,
that's what I'm saying.
let's see. First off, I should join as a player, not a GM.
Probably.
I keep forgetting that it doesn't default to that.
Do 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 do.
Do, do, do,
Uh,
do, 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 do.
Well, I was doing this. which is the opening music to the other show that happens on Polyhedral Dynamics.
Is it?
Speaking of, should we just improv until the other two get here, or at least one of
That
them?
sounds good. That sounds like a not terrible idea. Let's see, what's an easy one? Not questions only, because Kristen's not here to whoop our ass. She
But
wrecked
who will
us.
buy my pet rock?
Let's do alphabet. Alphabet's pretty easy.
Comparatively easy. If these were easy, they wouldn't be fun.
All right, well, let's see. Alphabet. So we need a scenario characters and a random starting letter, which we're going to go as R. This will be you two, by the way.
I don't know what's happening.
All right, so
Thank you for the music just cutting off at the perfect second.
Yeah, that was good.
all right, so the game Alphabet. It is a back and forth game. So, given a scenario, characters, and a random starting letter, the two players must go back and forth in dialogue. The first word of each dialogue must begin with the next corresponding letter of the alphabet. The alphabet wraps from Z to back to A, and story continues until the full alphabet is used, although you can skip X and Z because there's only so many times in a row that you can use xylophone and zebra. All right. Let me look up a good scenario for you. Tim will start.
Yay.
Not cunning linguistics. Let's do ABCs of storytelling. Cunning linguistics.
That seems
All
like
right.
a great thing for two guys to talk about.
Tim,
Hmm?
you are an incompetent lawyer who is cross-examining Dominic, who is the Grim Reaper on literally every count of murder.
Good.
Starting letter is R, starting with Tim.
So what's
So Tim's gonna say, right now, tell me what you did, and then you can respond with, sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, and then Tim says, tell me that again,
okay.
and I'll beat you into the
so he
desk.
starts with R, then ST. Okay.
Yes. You
Well,
can
I do R, then you do S,
Yes.
then I do T, and so on and so
Yes,
forth.
that's the part I got eventually.
All right. So once again, going from starting at R, you wrap at Z to A. You can skip X and Z. Tim is an incompetent lawyer who is cross-examining Dominic, the Grim Reaper, on literally every count of murder. And start.
Remember where you were last Tuesday?
Sorta.
Dang it.
Wow.
I was hoping for a little more to go on than that.
Well, you asked if I remembered. Sorta.
Yes, that is fair.
Continue.
Wow, I'm good at this.
No,
No,
it's
no, I'm
not a
just bad at this.
competition.
Also, hey, Pierre.
What was Dominic winning at?
Not anything, because you don't win at this game.
I
They're
want to know.
basically-
I want to
They're
win at this
basically
game. I wanna be
playing
able to win at this
ABCs
game
of
too.
storytelling. Okay,
Oh.
Tim. You
Okay.
start with a T.
Well, I just got foam all over Master Chief's face.
All right, well, we're going to restart
what?
this. So, once again, Tim is an incompetent lawyer who is cross-examining Dominic the Grim Reaper on literally every count of murder, starting with the letter T. That's right, you lose 2 characters.
Aww.
Go.
Tell me where the other souls are going.
Wait, am I playing?
No.
Oh.
Uganda.
You could have just said,
Yeah, well, I couldn't think of that.
How did you not think of
Don't jump in.
Very clever. And why are they going there?
X, Dominic.
W, actually.
W.
Damn it.
Do you not know the alphabet?
I do, I just want to misdirect you.
Stop it.
Why do you need to know? Go on, Tim, start it with xylophones.
I was going to just say X marks the spot.
You should know by now that I'm the one asking the questions.
Zealous much?
Absolutely.
Boy, what was your question again?
Can you tell me why you sent all of those souls to Uganda?
Don't think so.
Explain.
Fuck no.
Got nothing to say for yourself?
Do you?
I happen to be the prosecuting attorney here. Now answer my questions.
Good grief, you have a lot of power.
James. The secret is James.
Killed him yourself, did you?
A little bit.
I figured you would go with like I would tell you.
Nah.
Maybe you'd like to explain to the court why you just confessed to murder.
No, I don't think I did that.
Of course you realize all of this is being recorded.
Perhaps.
Quite a solid defense you have there.
What?
Right.
So stop stalling and tell me where the other souls are going.
And we're done. All right, we're gonna do this again. This time it's going to be me and Pierre.
Okay.
So once again, Dominic, pick a random letter. In the meantime, I am a shopkeeper who just caught Pierre stealing something. Pierre doesn't want me to find out what they stole. Tim, pick who starts.
Okay, let's have you start.
Okay.
And
Dominic?
I'm going to drop out for a sec to give Aaron another call.
See.
C. Okay. All right, so once again, starting at C, I start. I'm a shopkeeper who just caught Pierre stealing something. Pierre doesn't want me to find out what they stole. Could you tell me what you're doing in my shop?
Don't touch me!
Excuse me, you're in my shop.
Forget about it! I'm not here.
Good grief. Do I have to call the cops?
Help! He's touching me!
I am not touching. You're in my shop.
Just leave me alone. I'm not doing anything.
Kill me, this is ridiculous. What are you doing here?
Just let me be. Let me be. You don't see anything. I'm not doing anything.
Maybe you are doing something.
No!
Are you?
No!
Okay, what's in your hand?
Please go away.
Quickly, open your hand and show me what it is, or I'm calling the cops.
Returning I am. Into the shadows.
See you. I can still see you.
Terrific! I'm leaving now.
No, you're not. Not with whatever you have in your hand.
Very much so. Goodbye, sir.
Wait, no, you can't leave. Give me whatever it is. What did you take?
Yet another problem that I need to deal with. Leave me alone.
Zero chance I'm letting you leave with whatever that is.
A briefcase. I'm leaving with the briefcase. It's
And
my
we're done.
briefcase.
Woo!
You guys are much quicker than I am.
We also don't do single word responses.
Yeah, that too. But again, that's because you're quicker than I am.
Yeah. All right. So that was good. We both played that game. So.
Wait, I missed the whole thing?
Yep.
Tim, you have no idea how quick they are.
Apparently not. Anyway,
We have that
Eric's still
recorded, you need to
AWOL,
go
so we
back
might
and
have to
listen
go
to
on
that.
without him.
That was probably Jonathan and I's best performance.
That was pretty, like, well done.
Like, I've watched enough on the spot to, like, I've started to develop that habit. Just, like,
Yeah.
quick thinking. You just think of a word and then just roll with it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do I have something for this? 3 to 4 players. All right.
That sounded really insane.
You did. You sounded batshit crazy.
Isn't that the idea?
Okay. We are going to do, for the first time on this show, a new game. It is called Press Conference.
I'm glad I'm drinking. This is so much easier.
So, game is Press Conference. One
Who gets to
player,
be Sean Spicer?
the Press Conference, and the 3 players are going to be the 3 of you. One player, Pierre, is giving a press conference, while the other 2 are going to ask questions as reporters. The subject is either a known figure giving some sort of announcement, for example, Santa retiring, or some sort of unusual achievement, for example, the first female pope. The subject is not informed of their own identity and must deduce it from the questions that the reporters ask. We'll continue until either you absolutely give up or you guess what it is. And I'm going to go ahead. You're reading that in the Polyhedral Dynamics chat, right?
I'm reading in the improv suggestions at the very top without reading anything else.
Good.
Okay, one person is giving an unusual press conference, but doesn't
Because the rules are also pinned in the Polyhedral Dynamics.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, so I am passing it on to Dominic and Tim,
I don't know
who
what's
you
happening.
are and why it's interesting. That's in the direct messages there. Y'all are
Well then.
reporters, and you are asking Pierre why he is doing this thing. What's interesting about this thing and such. And Pierre's going to have to try and guess what it is. What he is. Y'all know what he is, he doesn't.
So
Pierre, you know what you're doing now?
I have an idea. Yeah, I have to kind of figure out who I am and what I'm reporting on based on the questions they ask me, as if this was the end of a press conference.
Yes.
And it's just the questions part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and start it off, and then you can call upon your reporters as you wish.
All right, well, I believe this press conference is just about finished. Are there any questions?
Yes, I have a question from the Daily Journal.
Yes. What's your question?
What made you decide to join this team?
Obviously, it was the charisma of my teammates and the sheer enthusiasm that would follow behind them. Any other questions?
Yes, National Enquirer here. What happened to your voice?
I went through a couple surgeries. It was a little bit more complicated than it seems.
Yes, you sound a lot more normal, yes.
Are you worried about your ears presenting a workplace hazard?
Only within certain spaces. Majority of the space I'm within, I should feel just about fine.
You can also guess what you are whenever.
I got a feeling I'm an elephant.
I can tell you that you're wrong.
Ah. Any further questions?
Dominic, I think we're just going back and forth on this one.
Are
unless
you
want
going
me take some
to
more.
go out and help them yourself?
Of course. They are my team, and I feel as if it is necessary for me to step in.
So, what made you change your mind about this? You used to be highly opposed to the idea.
Well, after my life-threatening accident and getting a couple surgeries, I have found myself at a better place and feel as if I need more closure within my own team.
Yes, I have a question. You said you quitted your life-threatening accident. I feel like we would have heard about that. I feel like you're making that up because we reported on none of that.
It wouldn't have been as much of a problem if it wasn't requiring such, if it wasn't under certain levels of duress. Otherwise, I'm sure it would have been made more publicly.
But it was fine to just say in the middle of a press conference about something completely different.
I mean, in a man of his former position, I could understand that, you know, such things have to be under tight control.
Can we bring the the questions back into focus of the main subject?
Yes.
Yes. Do you foresee this damaging your personal relations with Mexico?
You guys have really got me stumped here. You guys are either being too ambiguous with your questions or, like, this is getting really difficult on me.
It's okay. We'll give you like 4 more questions.
We're getting a little more direct as we go.
Yeah.
I've been feeling that, but it's just like I still feel really left out. To the question at hand. No, I feel like our team has worked well to continue to develop a strong PR relation, and we don't feel as if Mexico will be a serious problem for us. Any further questions?
So you're gonna be laying the brick and mortar yourself, or is that do you have a team to do it?
Am I building the wall?
You got half
sir,
of it.
I believe that's what the press conference was about. I'm kind of thought you knew that.
Do you know who you are?
Well, I got a feeling I know at least what I'm doing, but I don't. If the only issue at this point is whether or not I have tiny hands.
No.
Okay. So I'm not who I think I am, but I'm still building the wall to Mexico.
Yes, it's usually a bit of a shock of things that wouldn't make sense. People that wouldn't make sense to be doing the thing that they're doing.
So wait, we're actually having the Mexicans build it?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you now. You are Obama building the wall.
You know how that
Where
first
did the ears come into this?
Obama's kind of known for that.
yeah. Hence why the first thing I asked was what happened to your voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fellow Americans.
my fellow Americans.
I love when I asked Obama what happened to your voice, and his response was, "Well, I had a couple surgeries after I almost died." And we're like, "What?"
All right. All right, Pierre, I'm gonna have you do the same thing. You're gonna be out this time. I sent you a link. If you'll just look at
Yes,
that
on the
and
link.
then
I'm
just
clicking it now.
pick one of them and one of the ones, the links there, and just see what it is, and then send that over to Dominic and Tim, and I'll be the victim this time.
There we go.
Picked one.
Yep.
I'll wait for you to send it to them. Let me know when y'all have gotten it.
How do I want to go about the person? Oh.
Yeah, and you can do these like any time in history, any character, any. It's still just a press conference.
So I'm guessing that Dominic and I will be answering questions for the next one.
Y'all will be asking questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not this one we're doing. The one after that. For
The one
numbers
after
4.
that. Okay. We don't necessarily have to go that far. I was just, I didn't play last turn. Figured I'd play.
You asked a question.
Mostly I just tried to get it back on track.
That seems a bit too random to be guessed. Dominic, what do you think?
I think he could at least figure out what the scenario is, even if he has trouble figuring out his personality.
Yeah, I think this works.
Yeah, we could do it. It'll be a challenge, but it'll be a good challenge for us.
I hate y'all so much. All right, y'all have got it.
Yep.
All right. Thank you all for coming today. I appreciate y'all taking time out of your schedule. Do we have any questions?
Yes. Under the conditions that you were under, how did you survive?
Well, it was very difficult. Fortunately, I MacGyvered my way into a good situation where I had good breathing, and it was all good. Any other questions?
Yes, what happened to your voice?
Well, the situation that I was in, because of the trauma, my voice just has never recovered. Any other questions?
So this isn't the sort of plumbing you normally work your way through. What challenges did you face specifically?
Well, it was very difficult when we got to like the bendy pipes, because like normally I fit down them just fine, but it was very, very different. Next.
So, do you think you had a sort of coming to God moment during this scenario?
I have one of those every single day. Next question.
After the event, how long do you think it'll be before you may approach seafood or even crustaceans?
Well, I don't think that will ever affect my view of shrimp. It's just, larger things that are larger things are a little bit more of a problem. Next question.
The princess has expressed her desire that you resume your former job as soon as you feel able. How do you respond to that?
I am Mario inside of a whale or a big boss or do I have it?
Live 6
Yeah,
months
you
inside
got
a
it.
whale, yes.
Okay. And I was Mario?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I felt like if we were a little bit more direct with him, probably get a better response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said plumbing, I started like, all right, this sounds sort of like a Mario sort of thing. That's why I was like bendy pipe and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was the whale any trouble, or did like
no, the crustacean immediately got it, and the seafood, and yeah, there was
Putting
enough
aside the
questions
fact that
there.
a whale is a cetacean, not a crustacean.
Well, I chose crustacean because the sheer fact that the whale's probably eating shrimp.
Yeah. Well, and also if he had said cetacean, then either I would have gotten it immediately, or would just have had no clue what that word means.
Yeah, that would have been a good question to ask, but I didn't know that kind of terminology.
Apparently that never changed.
All right, so I've got one already set up for the next question if we're continuing this for you two.
Okay. Cool. I mean,
Dominic, do you mind hosting the conference?
Sure.
there we go. Update that information.
Do, 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 do.
Cool. I still waiting. All right. Dominic,
Things
whenever
will
you're
work.
ready.
All right. Do we have any questions from the group, from the crowd?
Absolutely. This is John from the
The Daily Planet? Yes, I've heard of it.
no, it was the Daily Munchit.
Oh, apologies.
I
Different
know
John.
that you are used to performing within this acronym, but it's a very, very different feel. How do you feel about that?
It's a very different feel, for sure. Next question.
This is Dave from Breitbart. I'm just wishing to ask how this new activity that you've taken up will interfere with maybe your participation with Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Hopefully it will not interfere at all. I of course, am attempting to perform both duties as much as I can. We will see how that goes, but I will certainly put effort into both of them. Any more?
Yes, this is Johnny with Weekly World News, the world's only reliable newspaper. I was wondering how your strength is going to affect your ability in this new endeavor.
Is it just Hulk joining S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No.
Well, hopefully my strength is, of course, my strength, so hopefully that will, help me push forward with what I need to do, and, will hopefully open some new doors for us.
This is Tim with Entertainment Weekly. Do you worry that people won't be able to see you in your new role?
I certainly hope so. That is my goal, of course, to raise awareness, and I would like to be able to, be seen in order to do so.
This is Jimmy with Eats World. How do you feel in your new position as a high up in a business? That's very different from the sort of ring system that you've been used to.
There's a lot of you guys out here today, isn't there? I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
You are approaching a very new high position. How does that feel in differentiating itself from the ring situation that you've been in previously?
I believe that, any one position is just like any other, and to think of it in terms of being higher or lower than someone else is sort of a bad way to think about it. And if you just assume that if you just remember you're there to help no matter what, then it feels different, but you're doing the same thing.
Will you be replacing the panda as the mascot?
No, I do not believe so.
This is Johnny again with Weekly World News, the world's only reliable newspaper. My question is, are you going to change the position on cryptids as wildlife?
No. I believe wildlife constitutes a being that exists, and so we've had trouble trying to connect those two thoughts. So I do not believe that we have any plans for that yet.
What if I brought you proof? This is Weekly World News on,
Yes, the only reliable newspaper in the world you've mentioned. However,
This is Breitbart again. Knowing that mankind is also participating, will you be working with them in this endeavor to better help the wildlife?
knowing that who was it? Say again?
Mankind.
Are we not mankind? I'm sorry, I may be at the wrong press conference.
No. The performer. Mankind.
Yes.
This is the Daily Inquirer. Are you going to continue screaming your name and playing loud music every time you go into a board?
I apologize. Is there other ways to do it? I
Fair
have
enough.
never found any.
Will you continue with the weird trumpet fanfares?
I don't. I believe they would have to have been weird in the first place in order to count that. So I will continue with standard trumpet fanfares.
Do you have any guesses as to
No,
who you
I
are?
don't have a single clue. I feel like I don't even know this character.
You do. You just don't realize it.
I don't think I do.
Should we call it?
That's up to Dominic to decide.
Yeah.
I can keep answering or asking questions if you want.
Have you figured out what you're doing yet?
No.
So, in your position as gathering money, do you have any qualms about giving money yourself as a world-renowned
Performer?
performer?
Oh, never. I mean,
Thank you, right back.
as a world-renowned performer, I have enough money to be able to do that kind of thing, and I will always enjoy helping out where I can.
Have you always liked animals, or are you just a puppy person?
I have always enjoyed animals. They've always been, my kind of thing.
Did you have to wrestle with the decision to change careers?
Not particularly, no.
This is the Daily Inquirer. Which do you
I
prefer?
they sent their B agent.
Do you prefer puppies or lions and tigers and bears?
Oh my.
Get out of here, Takei.
I am fine with all animals, as we've mentioned.
Speaking of, how do you feel as if the organization's steps towards restoring the population of tigers within Siberia?
I mean, we'll do everything we can for our environmental conservation, and so if possible, we'd surely enjoy being able to do so.
This is Daily Inquirer again. Are you going to continue being a part of the ring as well? Or are you just going to leave that career behind?
I will, do what I can to do both, of course.
This is Jimmy again with Eats World. Are you going to have problems with a different sort of cage? Because you're used to cage, but matching that with the cages you're working now, is that going to be any difficulty for you?
I don't believe so. A cage is a cage. They're both made of metal, so I shouldn't have a problem with that.
I don't know any other questions I can ask.
I'm
I'm
out
out.
of questions.
Yeah.
Do you have
No,
any
no.
guesses?
I know it's wrestling, and that's literally the only thing I could possibly know.
Can you say one person's name that's in wrestling?
I literally only know Hulk Hogan.
Really?
What about-
Randy Savage? That's the other one.
John Cena.
Yeah, I guess that's wrestling. I actually don't. I forgot that. I guess it's not the wrestling
So-
I've ever cared about.
Your person is John Cena chairing the World Wildlife Fund.
Doing what?
Chairing the World Wildlife
Just
Fund.
Chairing.
You become the
Sitting in
chairman
on
for
it.
them.
You're pretty much a chairman.
Yeah.
You're pretty much
Okay.
a shareholder of the
You become the CEO, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, someone want to come up with one for Tim?
Well, I think that's up to Dominic now, because Dominic's the only one that hasn't come up with a scenario.
Yeah, I
fair.
don't have a scenario. Don't ask me.
Okay.
I am not creative when I
so-
need to be.
Bad link.
So,
Aaron
to be
actually
fair,
seems
the only
to-
reason I picked Mario is because I have a little figure that's sitting on my desk right now.
That's fair.
Like I went through the list that John had given me, picked about the fourth thing down, and then picked the first thing that was on my desk.
So far, John's the only one that's gotten this.
Yeah.
All right. So I am passing one along for Tim.
Okay, I need to keep an eye out for my. Oh,
There you
it is.
go. And
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Should I be worried?
Oh my.
I'll take that as a yes.
You see the prompt, Dominic?
Nope. There it is. Okay.
Oh, it's just Chuck Testa.
All right. Go ahead, Tim.
All right, and are there any questions?
Yes, I would like to ask why you why you chose to wear the full costume to the press conference.
I just feel like it represents me as a person, and while I am not the costume, it felt appropriate.
Yes, but on such a sensitive matter, why was it felt necessary to discuss on such a personal level for you, especially publicly?
Sorry, just reading the chat. I feel very strongly that these things.
Aaron won't take
They
a blood
need-
but he'll take a bath.
Apparently, I feel very strongly that these things need to be discussed, and I perhaps could have gone about it a little more sensitively, but it's out there now, and it's going to be talked about.
James with Weekly World News, the world's only reliable newspaper here.
Oh no.
I've got to ask, is it, I know this isn't really part of it, but is it a fear of them that causes you to do it? Or like, are you just really into them? Because I have met some vampires before.
What?
Okay, I'm definitely starting to get a Batman vibe out of this.
Okay, ding, ding, ding.
I'm so confused.
Me too. I
Are we
don't
reading the
understand
same
how
prompt?
those two correlated.
Vampires
I mean-
turn into bats.
Such a vague thing.
Vampires
Yeah,
turn into
bat.
bats.
But the vampire thing completely was a curveball right there.
It's called Weekly World News. Have y'all never read it?
No, I've not.
Thankfully not.
It's the best newspaper.
Anyway, I'd say a little bit of each. It helps me form an emotional connection with it, and it gives me a better idea for what other people are getting from it.
Yes, with Breitbart over here. Are you not afraid that that releasing this kind of sensitive information won't put you at more risk, that someone might try to take the advantage of you with this information?
Yeah, that's always a possibility, but I like to think that I've gotten a handle on these things, in the past few years, and I don't think it's going to present any significant security risk. At this
And do you
point, it's more
fear that-
thematic than anything else.
Do you feel as if you'll continue to receive support from the right wing, knowing that releasing this information would be very contradictory to some of their ideals?
Okay, now I'm confused.
No, go on.
James with Daily Inquirer here.
An answer.
It was Breitbart. Nobody cares about Breitbart.
It's not a real. It's not a real news.
James with Daily Inquirer.
What Trump
I
believed.
have to ask:
Hey there,
is the the tight leather suit indicative of anything else? Has it always been?
No, like I said, I think it's more. There is a certain level of meaning, but it's to a large degree it's cosmetic, theatrical.
Yes, I have a question about that. Did you not think it was maybe a little over the top to color it as garishly as you currently have it?
Okay, well, I'm not sure about this one. To be perfectly honest, I'm colorblind, so if I'm garishly colored, I think the prop department's pulling a fast one on me.
This is Bob from the Daily Moment. I have to ask, how does Robin feel about this?
Considering the lack of pants he wears.
Okay, so is Batman a gimp or something?
Nope.
Breitbart over here again. Do you feel as if this would put Joker in a new light? A new perspective on his body figure?
No, I think that's going to remain about as it always has.
Bob from the Daily Moment again. You mentioned Robin, but what about Catwoman, Batwoman, and Poison Ivy? How are they going to take the news?
I think Poison Ivy would probably be fine with it. Better relations with Harley Quinn anyway.
I don't foresee any significant conflicts, but if there are, we'll deal with them as they come.
So I've noticed you've changed the I've noticed you've changed some of your logo to be a little more suggestive. Is there a particular, did you think that was maybe over the top at all?
Flamboyant, almost.
Yeah, I've got no idea where this is going.
Wow.
Really? That was like the best hint I could
Yeah,
give.
It
Pierre
really
just-
was. I thought it was too far.
Yeah, Pierre just handed it to you.
But answer the question, and we'll go on.
Okay. Well, like I said earlier, I don't necessarily want this to be a subtle change. Maybe it was too far. Marketing still has it up in the air, but we'll see where it goes from here.
This is Bob again from the Daily Moment. We've talked about them, but is there maybe some side of children problems now with
What?
the size of like just how intricate you made Robin's chest? Like that, I mean,
that might be a little
those
too-
nipples, they might have been a little bit too far.
Yeah, I will fully admit bat nipples were never a good idea in the first place.
Really?
Yes, I believe I remember you going through an entire phase of that.
It was the 90s. Enough said.
I mean,
So no,
I
chance
don't
of
mind,
making
and
a
I thought that
recursion.
you wouldn't mind either.
It's not so much that I mind; it's just that thematically they make no sense. It's an unnecessary added detail.
Oh, you got that right, I guess. You gotta make sure you have all the ensemble together. We're on the same page length. Oh, I've given it to you so many times.
Tim,
Somebody else go.
I can't. I can't think of anything. I've pushed the limit.
Is Batman going flamboyantly gay or something?
Yes,
Yes,
Batman's coming out of the closet. uh,
I just love the idea of these things because halfway through, it's just suddenly decided that Batman's wearing a rainbow bat suit.
yeah.
Flamboyant.
You said flamboyant, and I was like, great. You just gave it away.
And I was like, oh, that's the end.
yeah.
Or
There's no
nuts.
carrying on from that.
But I felt
Oh.
like we were at that point just like pushing
Well, I
too close to
agree,
the edge,
but-
but not going far enough to give Tim a chance. And the fact that we gave Tim a chance and he still missed it.
Oh boy.
Ugh. I feel more frustrated than. Ugh.
I will admit I
might need
suspected
another
it a
beer.
while ago,
I just
but I
burned
wanted to
through
see
a
if there
beer
was
for
something
that.
else to it. And also, if that was just it in its entirety, I wanted to troll you guys just a little bit. So, hi, Aaron. Oh, wait, Aaron's gone. What happened
Aaron's
to Aaron?
gone again. He came and then he went. Oh, come on. Let's see.
Do we technically need Aaron right now?
No, but like, if we're gonna start the actual stream, then we should probably have everyone there.
Fair.
Yeah, now that we know that he's around, I feel like we should wait for him.
Okay. So we now hit everybody with the with that game. Do you want to try a different one?
Yeah, I was looking up one. I was not really succeeding though.
I like how you say hit everyone with the game like it was a traumatic experience. Which it kind of was.
It helps if the person knows the subject, or at least who we're talking about. Dominic not putting two and two together for John Cena was definitely like a struggle, and I felt like we went a little too easy on Jonathan.
I mean, you're welcome to find something harder for me.
How about Batman?
Weekly World News is an amazing newspaper, by the way. Hey, Aaron. Whoa!
I exist.
Kill it.
Oh,
Kill it.
oh!
Aaron, can you
Is he
fix your
taking
mic,
his laptop
please?
into the bath? Did he just drown his mic?
Aaron, your mic is bad.
Aaron, stop, please. Save us. Thank you.
Aaron, have you? No.
No, 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 no.
Here we go.
Thank you. I was about to server mute him.
I'm undoing your server mute, by the way.
Okay, that's fine. I understand.
Hey, Aaron.
How about now?
It's
Better?
better.
Still a bit noisy, but not actively burning our ears.
Yeah.
How about now?
Whoa! No, no, please stop.
That's
Make it-
burning our ears.
Make it stop. That's better.
What are you doing?
I think he's putting a fan next to
I
his
don't
mic.
know. All I did was just put it, plugged it in, and I put it next to my mouth.
Well, it's better right this second, so...
Don't move it.
This is me unplugging it and using the built-in laptop microphone.
What?
For real?
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds almost as quality as mine.
Okay.
Yeah, like actually, though.
comparatively, it sounds amazing. I don't hear a significant difference with how it was yesterday, or not yesterday, earlier this week.
Yesterday I was using... Wait, yesterday.
You weren't here yesterday, Wednesday.
I wasn't here yesterday. Wednesday I was using the headset. All I did was turn it off, put it down, come back, pick it up, and turn it on.
Did you check for gremlins?
Dominic, don't forget to put your thingy on the screen.
Does Discord have a feature where I can hear myself?
No, but microphones do.
So does my dick.
But I can't.
It,
Tim's gonna have to physically move me into that room or that map because I am not currently there.
hey, Tim, do the thing.
I need to open that.
Doing the thing.
And messages.
Doing the thing, doing the thing.
How about what if I do this?
No.
What if I do?
Damn it, Roll20, send me in. Join game.
All right.
Wait,
well,
I thought you said Dominic wasn't on. Which thing are you guys looking at?
The current map.
the repository of Doodly Wisdom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which
I'm right there.
Dominic does not currently have a.
This
Yeah.
one?
Oh, that's you.
Yes. Yes.
And who's not there? Oh no, I guess we're all here.
What?
Cool. I figured it out.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool
we can play now.
All right, so
Website.
I'll get a.
Squares.
Here.
I think Pierre found the square tool.
All right.
Oops. Can I
Last
just delete
time on
Tim?
Mask of Death. No, that was
No,
you.
I deleted,
You
I
just
deleted myself. Oops.
All right,
Good
Tim.
job.
Email address.
So last time, we woke up and I made a whole bunch of cupcakes, muffins. I made muffins, and
I went and
And-
investigated.
we sold a whole bunch of muffins. Meanwhile, Dominic went to the store to buy me more muffin mix, and he has just returned home and given me the muffin mix, and I repaid him for that. And also during that time, Pierre and I left and went over to see the shop that we had gone to the other day, the one with the lich, and the one I blew up. And
I like
it
how
looked-
we're still using the map that I drew like a month ago.
And we looked at it, and everything was packed up. Everything was gone. It was an empty lot. And we went inside. We looked around. Apparently, there was no basement that we could find. And aside from some small explosive damage, there was no
Nothing.
evidence of the day before. No shop counter. No
Nothing.
signs. No
Yeah.
no crumbs. Nothing.
So the next step is to try and approach the court to see if we can purchase the property as if it was abandoned. But we need to find out if the property is still owned by a previous owner. So we need to find, which is what the goal is we're going to act as if we're buying the property to find out who the original owner is, to see if we need to be suspicious of them.
I would like Dominic to go back there and look with me. He hasn't seen the shop yet, and I'd like him to see how different it is now. Were you
With
willing
his
to?
special eyes.
Yeah, sorry. Are you willing to come with me, Craped Crusader?
It's the Creeped Crusader.
Look with your special eyes.
The
All right.
article is an important part of my name, but of course I would love to. Anywhere you go, it is important for me to follow.
Onward!
How do I race?
All right. So we're going to where Adele hangs out. All right.
Guys, I died.
All right, so
Did you
To be
delete
honest,
yourself
I
too?
don't exist.
All right.
Aaron.
So,
You're your shadow clone now. You'll get your token back when we move to another map.
Okay. I'm sorry. I tried to delete that rectangle, and I deleted myself.
all right. So
I don't want the rectangle. Stop here. Stop drawing rectangles. I
We've-
don't care because it's brown.
yes.
Oh, now look what you've done. My face is all. My face back on.
But this is quality entertainment.
Anyways, so Tim, we go to the shop. What do we see?
So, you get to the shop. Not a whole lot has changed. It is still an empty building. The scorch marks haven't moved. There is nothing really different about it.
See what I mean? The Crypt
Oh,
Crusader.
Oh no, I made it worse.
There's not really anything there.
So it would seem.
There's an entire store here yesterday, and we
Eh.
couldn't find a basement or like hidden walls or. I mean, we rolled poorly, but
I forget. How were the Craped Crusaders' magical chops?
Depends. What do you, like? What does that mean? Spellcraft?
Yeah. How good are you at using, detecting, figuring out, understanding magic?
Well, I have detect magic as a spell. How's that?
That'll work.
I cast detect magic.
Okay. Crap. Where did that note go?
Wait, are we on the side with the shop?
apparently there was a thing.
Because if we're supposed to be on the side with the shop, with the shop.
Okay.
No.
There's not anything there currently, but you can detect the remains of a magical aura.
Wait, let me get the floor. I forgot the floor.
I like how he didn't have to actually do anything when he cast it. He just like, I cast it, and the end.
I mean, that's basically what detect magic is. It's not. Doesn't take long.
I can't move the.
Um.
Why can't I move the floor?
All right. I'd like to continue concentrating on it to see if I can figure out which kind of aura it is.
Okay.
It's not still smoking after all this time. It's
All
not
right.
smoking.
After about half a minute of examination, you determine it was an illusion spell, and it covered most of the shop.
So possibly like the whole shop was an illusion?
You can't tell exactly how much was covered, but it was a good amount of the shop. May or may not have been the whole thing, but it wasn't just a corner.
Okay. I'll relay this information to the group.
Weird. Does that mean that there was never a shop, basically?
Or that I ate an imaginary
Cupcake?
cupcake.
Imaginary cupcakes. That still poisoned me. That's impressive.
Poisoned his imagination.
So, I guess... I guess we need to go and find out who owned this shop initially so that we can, figure out who was there and everything. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Bueller.
Mueller.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of arcane
You're so much
transmutation.
bigger than everyone else. Elsie, you left your mouth behind. Come get it.
All right. I feel like we just need to have a doodle stream where we just doodle.
Doodle Wars.
All right, so we're going to the courthouse now.
Going to the what?
Hey, Dominic, can you use your clothing beam on me so that I am wearing the appropriate clothes?
I had a clothes beam?
Clothes beam.
What was clothes
Don't you?
beam?
I don't know. I just figured that you were Piccolo.
Why?
Why not?
You're a bard. Is it really out of character?
Yes. Piccolo spends all of his time in wastelands alone. Bards spend all of their time in groups of people in the center of attention.
I mean, Piccolo joined the Z team, so.
I don't think that was like because he wanted.
To the courthouse.
I think it's because he realized he was just being really bad at being a bard by hanging out in wastelands.
All right.
in the courthouse.
Why is Tim
Why
got
am
a
I
person?
in the courthouse?
Tim is the DM. He doesn't have a character.
I am the courthouse.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Put the,
Wait, let me
put the
just-
Tim like right here.
I am the Senate.
Only because we need to save space for Jesus.
Why is there a cross as well?
Haven't you heard of lack of separation of church and state?
Jesus has no place in this courthouse. This is a courthouse of Theron.
Proven wrong.
Yes. Jesus. Jesus is the guy on top. He just hangs out there. Adele hangs out over here.
Hey Tim, I'm trying to remember what
Jesus
clothes I'm
hangs
supposed to
out
wear. What's
over here.
in right now in the court? Is it red?
Yeah, red is in at court.
Red is in at court. Okay.
So we now have a courthouse with an obnoxious demigod hanging out on the roof. They've
All
tried
right.
to get rid of him, but he just respawns 3 days after you kill him.
So I'm wearing my cape of Friggin' which is red. So, Dominic, are you wearing anything that's red?
I don't believe so.
Sorry, the Craped Crusader. Are you wearing anything that's red?
Oh yes, my cape is
Cameron,
red as well.
Can't you just use red
Okay.
food dye to dye
Okay.
your clothes?
If you
Food-
really need red dye, I'm
food
sure you
dye?
can find some ninjas around here somewhere.
Why
You don't make
would I
colorful-
put food dye in there? You don't
colorful
put additives.
food muffins for
You don't
children?
put additives in your baked goods. I'm 100% all natural, bespoke muffins.
Ooh, bespoke muffins.
How do you make a bespoke muffin? Do you take the person's measurements before you make a muffin for them?
Tim, roll knowledge bespoke.
All right, 11.
Not enough. You don't know. You don't understand, pleb. You're not hipster enough. Grow out your beard more. I want it full.
You really
neck,
don't want to see what my beard looks like right now.
full neck beard. All right. Well, I like how just Dominic isn't even in there. All right. Well, the Craped Crusader. Would you happen to know who we should talk to regarding this? My shop was passed down to me from my father and their father before them. So I've never been through
All right, just
the process of buying a new property. Who should I talk to?
Why, of course I can possibly know. Let me consult my knowledge.
Of the Bardics?
Yes, Tim. Which kind of knowledge would this be?
Or are you just gonna tell him?
See, that would be Bardock knowledge.
Look, if it's not religion, that's all I need to know. But that's all it is religion is a high number, everything else is a number, technically.
I would say knowledge local.
But it has a cross on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Does a 9 tell me anything?
Knowledge local.
No more.
Anyway, you said you got a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's basically just gonna tell you you need to talk to the receptionist.
Ah, she is the one who can help us. I believe she has all the power in this land.
I trust in you. Let us go forth and talk to them.
I trust you implicitly.
Tim, is the receptionist hot?
Okay, I'm gonna roll for this. The receptionist is, say a 4. Not ugly, but not that appealing.
I'm going to bite back the response that would get me a slap later and say, okay. Basically.
That's how I heal.
Or you could just do that.
Yeah, but it's easier to
Wait,
slap my hands
I can do this
together.
better. I can draw a better receptionist.
Oh, they can only be responded with.
Dominic, well done.
Thank you.
All right. So continuing on with this, I walk up to the receptionist. Hey, we're looking to buy a shop.
You sound kind of hesitant about that. Are you sure you want to buy a shop?
Ah,
It's my-
allow me to take this. We would like to try to buy a shop.
Well, he definitely sounds more sure about it. Are you all in the same group, or are you competing for the same shop?
Good question. Friend, are we part of the same group or are we competing?
I like competitions. Let's make this a competition.
We are competing, apparently. How do we play this game?
Okay
Friends,
then.
friends, are y'all joining in? Mr. Jaro?
I take no part in this. I have no currency.
Persephone?
He says he'd like to try it as well.
I'd like to try as well. How do I erase?
You select and delete.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
three
drew like
of
50
you.
boobs. No, now I deleted her arm. Ah.
Everybody.
And
Okay, so while Persephone is Gary's modding the receptionist.
And here I had almost forgotten.
Perfect timing.
she's much bigger now.
I forgot how much louder that one is.
Perfect.
Oh, this.
I'm mad at us.
I spelled that wrong.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't think it works.
Or I
that
should
way.
say, gut jorb.
There we go. All done.
So just slap over and over again. Anyway,
There we are. Much better.
Yeah.
so are all
Okay.
three of you competing for a specific property, or
Actu-
were you under the impression there's just one left in the whole city?
I believe we
Actually,
are.
just
Question,
all of
are
them,
we?
Just give us
There's
properties.
4 of us, by the way. Mr. Jaro also is competing.
Yes.
No,
I
no,
thought
I'm
he
not.
wasn't.
I have no currency.
There are other ways you can pay for things.
I choose not to participate purely for financial security.
He'd like to sell his body, he said.
So, 4 of us. We are all competing to purchase one place. It is the shop that recently
Go
incurred
Baron,
some
go Baron.
structural damage.
Which shop would that be?
The one on Tim. What street is that?
It's on a street.
Here, let me.
Ah, yes, the one that is on street.
Question.
Oh,
How
wait.
do you spell that? Because I
Dominic.
will need to write that down to make sure.
I
people
shall
can
tell
get it.
you, Crypt Crusader, if you lend me 5 coin, I need 5 gold to participate.
5 gold. You're gonna bid on the shop with 5 gold.
5 gold. I will give you 2 copper.
Deal.
I will give him
It is
5.
spelled.
Over how much money to pay Pierre to enable him to buy the shop?
I have just transferred 2 copper to Pierre, so Pierre, you can write down 2 copper on
By
your
the
sheet.
way, I have no gold to speak of because reasons.
Yes, you
and
do.
I won't specify them at the moment.
You have 4 gold and a muffin and 2 copper. Because we're your friends. And you asked me for 5 gold, and I kind of forgot that I keep my muffins and my gold at the same spot.
Mr. Jarrow leans in over to the Crypt Crusader and shares with him the fact that Mr. Jarrow believes within the fairness of the universe, and that even sometimes one must lose at all of their money.
I do not know what any of that meant, friend, but I am glad to have you here.
Just a random earthquake. Pay no attention to that.
The fact that the entire
Fine.
room moved.
Now, Mrs.
And
the
Jesus fell off.
receptionist, what are the rules to this contest?
Yes, Mrs. the receptionist. Also, how much does that cost? And also, yes, what are the rules?
All right. Well, the rules would normally be something you figure out amongst yourselves because the city doesn't really do those things. But the one on street, I don't believe is
I
for
believe
sale.
it's called To Street.
But
If
it
you look
is
here-
for sale.
I saw a for sale sign in front of it today.
Yeah.
Mr. Jarrow is dumbfounded at this exclamation and wonders what these two are talking about.
Okay, timeout. Didn't we determine last time there wasn't a for sale sign?
Yes,
I don't know, I don't think I was here.
So,
you weren't. It was decided that there was no for sale sign, but we were going to look to purchase it anyway and find out if it was capable of being purchased.
I stand
Which
by
is
my
why this
statement.
got so much more ridiculous now that it's a competition.
You're welcome.
Okay, then.
Apparently, we're going to bombard with the receptionist with questions.
If it is for sale, then it hasn't reached the registry here. You would have to talk to the owner about that.
Where can we find him?
Wait.
Or her.
Wait. I
Or
say,
it.
we have already talked to them. They said to come talk to you and to say to hell with the registry. What does the 26 bluff say on that?
No, Dominic, no, we need this.
Okay, let's see what a sense motive has to say to that.
That is his only
Not much.
character concept at this
All right,
point.
my
Is that
ability
he's
to
just
draw neat lines on the computer is pretty bad, but at least I still have perspective.
Pierre, that is that is the Crypt Crusader's entire character now, is that he's just trying to, like, impress Dopameron, so he's just BSing his way through everything in an attempt to hope it works.
So, Aaron, you know there's a line tool?
Yeah, but I wanted to make a curve.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm surprised no one's found my secret yet.
Okay, anyway, Dominic. To a 26, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so to a 26 bluff check, she says, yeah, that's not going to work. If it's not in the registry, I can't help you.
I was incorrect. She does not have all the power in this land. I apologize. She seems to be bound by a man named the Registry. Tell me, miss, where can we find the Registry?
The Crypt Crusader, let me speak for a moment. For interest within the property, could we find out who the prior owner is? That way we may approach them, knowing that the property appears to be abandoned.
I could give you the information, but I'm pretty sure this is just a shell company. I could.
How much would 2 copper get me for information?
Also, I did give you 4 gold and a muffin, Pierre, by the way.
Where did you get the? Never mind.
What do you mean, where did I get a muffin?
That's why I was like, wait a second, I know exactly where you got the muffin.
That's the thing that's easiest for us to find in this entire campaign.
Remember, Pierre?
It's weirder that I
He
found...
still doesn't. The issue with the muffin is it's not the cupcake he promised, so I still expect the cupcake.
True, I will have to figure out how to get you the world's largest cupcake. Now, granted, I'm okay
I
with
would
you
worry more
giving-
about how you're going to certify that it's the world's largest cupcake, given the fact that giant bakers exist.
Well, it'll be the
Finding a
world's
giant
largest...
baker? Finding a giant baker and getting them to make
Yeah,
the
and
world's
baking
largest.
him into a cupcake. We might have had different thoughts. Where can I...
Back to
Maybe.
the subject at hand. Can we get the information or not?
I don't have the information to give you, but
Ah.
I can tell you who might.
The registry?
No, the registry is an impotent piece of bound parchment.
Yes.
Ah,
we're
a
talking
magical
about-
book, I see.
Oh wait, it's a piece of parchment? I think
Yes.
I made it too big.
Yes, Mrs. the receptionist. But enough about you. What is the registry?
I gotta make this thing a lot smaller.
What skill check do I have to roll to yell, oh! After Jonathan just burns her? Because I thought I was the pyromancer in this group.
Wait, I deleted it. I deleted the registry.
Sorry, go on.
Hang on.
All right. Anyway,
But
Dominic, I
continue
believe
on.
that would
I
be
want to know more about
perform
who-
oratory,
Nah, I'm good.
or possibly an intimidate check.
Not at the moment. If I do need to, I will break the desk, but not at this moment do I ever feel the need to. Nor imply that towards the receptionist. I should clarify.
All right. Well, I think I've blown my chances. So Dominic, why don't you ask who we need to talk to?
Who can we talk to find the registry that you spoke of?
Not the registry. We do not need the registry.
Who can we talk to find the information that you speak of?
Okay, so making a note here, the Craped Crusader is bad at articles.
And yet I know... Well, Tim, I am the Craped Crusader. The article is an important part of my name. I can
also
only
realized I
assume
now
it's an
absurd-
important part of other people's name, and I wouldn't want to hurt them.
I've
Yeah.
come to the realization I have shared my gambling addiction information with the one person who doesn't understand.
Yep. If anything, I would try to cheer you up by bringing you somewhere for gambling.
I like it. Well, Tim.
All right. So there is a shopkeeper a couple of blocks down from here. His goods aren't. His goods are good, but they're not the best in the city. But he does do a good job of keeping his ear to the ground.
Do you still call them goods,
with
or
all
are
the
they
goings
called mediocres?
Ask him that. See how far that gets you.
I believe I shall. Thank you for the advice. I have trouble speaking to people I do not know sometimes.
So where are we going? Are we going to Street or to Udder Street?
I think you're going to Etta Street.
To Udder Street. Okay.
What is this man's name, so that I may properly find him?
His name is Plagust, apparently.
Plagist.
Plagus? No.
Is he?
His last name is No.
Is it?
I apologize. Are you perhaps mispronouncing Plagus?
I'm pretty sure he's pretty Darth.
No, it's spelled Plagus.
Are you sure it's not Noplagus?
I mean, it was before he got married.
It's Noplagus, and his last name is Snub. All right. Well,
Onward, friends. We must go talk to Mr. The Plugus.
onwards to other shop. Ho! Actually, Tim.
Mhm.
I'm about to cross to street. I look both ways. Can I
Okay.
safely cross the street?
Roll perception.
I look up and down.
Roll perception.
I
21.
choose not to look.
20.
Not Nat. And I got a
Okay.
21.
Dom and John, you do not see anything, but you cannot 100% guarantee that the road is safe.
But can I?
Okay.
Pierre, roll me a
hear
reflex
anything?
save.
Give me a second. Gotta pull up my stats. I mean,
I mean,
Do
my
I-
reflexes.
what would I calculate into that?
So you're looking for reflex under your saves. It should be near the top.
Let's see.
It'll be under your
Hopefully
your
this is
AC.
my correct-
things like that.
yeah.
Character
Attacks
sheet.
and defense. You go down. It says AC touch, flat foot in the black boxes, and then fort, ref, will.
You're looking
Okay.
for ref.
You want the ref.
The ref
Uh,
save.
It should be more than 9.
Give
You're
me a
monk.
second.
It should be more than 9.
I'm having trouble pulling up my character sheet. I can't. It's not giving me the option to scroll.
Mine is 9. Yours should be more.
My computer. Pretty sure it's in my. Maybe it's in this one. Hopefully this is the one. Yes. Okay. My reflexes are. Where is it again?
All right.
It should
You
say
see how
reflex.
there's a bunch of black boxes down the left side of your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Oh yeah, I see it now.
11th.
It's 3.
What?
How?
You're a monk.
What?
Wait. I don't think it calculated in. I need to put in. I never put in those stats.
How? It should do that automatically.
Apparently didn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Top right. Very top right of the first page.
Oh yeah.
Do you see Fort Ref and Will?
Yeah, I see that. I have yet to put anything in those.
You want to put 6 into all of those.
Okay.
All of them?
Monks have perfect saves. They're the only class.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fuck monks.
Okay. So I am now up to 9.
Much better.
Wow.
So let's see. Roll that with what I have right now. I'll need to roll more than once.
how do you only
It's a
have
d20.
+3 modifier
11.
on your dexterity?
Because monks, you have to use basically every stat in the game.
Wait, you have a
That's
plus
fair.
9, and your total is 11.
He rolled a 2.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
He rolled a dose.
Okay. Well, you get across the street safely.
I walk across the street as well, or I begin walking across the street.
Okay.
I already rolled perception,
I
but I have
combat.
also been attempting to cross the street.
I combat roll across the street.
I dodge roll across the
Okay.
street.
Make a tumble check.
Let's see. Aha! This is one of my class skills. Huh, that went surprisingly well for a stat that I have a negative 1
Jonathan, you
in.
did this. You did this.
It is my fault.
Okay, Dominic, you make it across the street safely.
Sweet.
Do I as well?
What about all the people that were in the street before I started moving?
Since I rolled
Yes,
higher,
yes, you do.
You might make
Okay.
it across.
Aaron, no, you were killed and eaten by scorpions.
No.
Yes, you made it across.
Do I have resurrection?
Dodge the scorpions.
You made it across.
Yay!
All right. So we go into other shop.
Yep.
I have to
Can you just
stand in the
put
door.
tokens on screen again, please?
Can you give me a token? Yes, can you just give us
Please.
tokens?
I'm having
Okay,
trouble
give a sec.
selecting myself and Pierre without also selecting the road.
It would just be very nice if you would do that for us.
I'm
wasn't
working
Sorry, I
on it.
deleted myself. I didn't even know I was able to do that.
Me
Yep.
neither. I didn't know I could delete.
Yay, Persephone's on screen.
Let me just
Yeah.
have this other guy go off somewhere else.
I mean, you could just delete them.
I'm trying. I'm having trouble selecting it.
So,
Selection tool is
so
kind of finicky.
Pierre, did you copy paste your Darth Plagueis the Wise nonsense?
No, I typed that entire thing out.
Good for you.
Good.
From
Like,
memory,
I don't know if
like
you
it
could hear
should be.
But I was typing that.
Why is that memeing now? Like 3 years too late?
Because prequel
Um,
memes is never too old.
Yeah, basically.
So late.
So
Um,
you are now in the shop of no Plagueis is Nubbles.
I'm just
Hello.
gonna call him Mr. Shopkeeper.
Mr. Sir Plagoninus Nasigwal.
Do you sell any midichlorians?
Get out.
He's only 16-bit
I
clorians.
step out of the store.
You better actually step out of the store, sir.
Can't. Good. Try not
There you
to
go.
stand on the sign, though.
He's a monk. He can stand wherever he wants.
It's true.
All right, that's good.
You'll stand in the road.
First.
All right. So now that that nonsense is over with, what can I do for you boys?
I would like to ask, are your goods considered goods or mediocre? Because we were told that they are
We're
more
never
like
going to complete this
mediocres
campaign
than
like
goods,
this.
and I'm curious. She said that is the best way to start conversation with you.
Need to make a roll for this.
By the way, that was Mrs. the receptionist that said that.
Yes.
I, however, am not with him. We are individually competing for this.
Well, I would say that you're winning right now.
Okay. We are trying to find out who to talk to about who owns the shop that recently had some slight structural damage that we don't understand. On the it's at
I
the
showed through
crossing
the door
of
on Street.
Oh, you mean the one on a?
yeah the that shop, the shop on
Yeah, that one's as far as I can tell, that's owned by a shell company. That's been kept empty for on and off for a couple years now. They use it as a front for some of their shadier operations.
Ooh.
What are the
shady.
shadiest shells do you think they sell?
If I had to guess, I would say Shadow Carapace of +3 concealment. That would be the shadiest
Ooh.
shell they sell.
Ooh, how much do they sell that for? Sorry,
I have
that's
no
a different
idea.
shop. I don't want to like talk business, other people's business with you. Do you know who I could like get in touch with in that company?
I'm not sure you want to be digging around in this.
I make it my business to dig. I used to dig ditches as a child for money. So
Yeah, but I mean, with what you
such-
do with your hands now,
Such noble origins.
I mean, I've got people for that now. That's what interns are for.
I mean, that's fair. I'm still not sure. If I go talking about this, they could come after me.
If it makes you feel better, we have swords and weapons, and they only have shells.
Can you tell me what his hotness is?
Yeah. Tim, I appraise his hotness.
I see his hotness now.
Would you like me to roll an appraise score?
Sure. Roll an appraise score.
10.
Okay. He
isn't
clocks
that
in
sad?
at about a 3.
All right, a 3 out of 20. Gotcha.
A 3 out of 1.
No, we do things as out of 20.
3
Ooh.
out of infinitesimal.
Is that a 3 out of 6?
You rolled a
bad.
10 out of 20, therefore his hotness is 50%.
Fair.
It's not like he has a DC on his hotness.
All right. Well, anyways, how would I get in touch with him?
I believe I know the answer to this. Do you have the communication conch shell on you, or do we have to go find it?
You would have to go find that. I don't keep such things here.
Alright. As a shell company, they of course must have a conch shell to communicate with them. We simply have to find it.
Yes.
Where can we start searching?
Yes, of course. That's how this works. Those mountains look quest-worthy. You should try looking far over there.
Wait, hold on.
Can I roll a bluff check to try to convince everyone that this is actually true and that I'm not making this up on the spot?
Do it.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. My character might be foolish enough to actually believe it.
Like, I'm just saying nobody has told me what a shell company is yet, so I can only assume that it's a company that sells shells.
Pretty sure it's a company that sells gasoline.
No, that's the shell company, not a shell company.
A cell shell company.
The shell company has an article in there and is therefore very different.
Yes. But very important that you keep the article in.
So, who wants to try to beat Dominic's bluff?
I will. What?
Me, right?
What do I roll?
Sense motive.
Sense motive. Ooh, that's a very low.
No, wait, what level?
17.
I forgot.
Nope.
What level campaign is this?
9th.
My HP to not be negative
Damn it,
13.
14.
Okay. 9.
It's all up
Bluff
to,
check.
it's all up to Aaron. Sense motive. Roll.
Sense motive. Okay. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm glad nobody
Roll.
puts points into that.
I've got 4.
I put 6.
16. All right.
Doesn't meet
very
21.
skeptical.
No, to be fair, Tim, you can apply conditional modifiers. If they think that it might not be true, then they get a +5.
Can I apply a conception that he might just be an idiot? And that I don't have to believe everything he says because he might just be an idiot.
That's possible, but at the same time, you would have to know better than him to know for sure that he doesn't know what he's talking about on this point.
And I'm a bard. I've heard legends.
All right.
But I also believe that he's an idiot for believing that Dopameron is a saint.
He's not a saint
So-
yet. That's after you die. One
So,
day he will be
Mr.
saved by my hand.
Tricycloplots.
Tricycle plots. Yes.
I really need to know what it is. I will do anything. I will butter your muffins.
I will offer you 2 prawns.
I don't
I need to
need
know.
those particular services.
What about your blueberry muffins? I will butter them for you.
So we basically just walked in, asked for some information, sexually harassed him, and then bribed him with $1.50.
All right. All right. All right, guys.
You need to go up to at least
I want to try
350.
to seduce the shopkeeper because
Tim.
I believe I actually have points in that.
I hand him a buttered blueberry muffin.
19 to seduce the shopkeeper.
What did you roll? What check was that?
I have 10 points in seduce.
That's not a stat, so no.
It is. It's a subset of perform.
It is not. You may be thinking of diplomacy.
Well, it might be because it's also based on charisma.
If he has
Yeah.
more charisma than me, I'm gonna be pissed.
He's got enough to get 10 points and perform.
Who, Aaron or Mr. Isnablus?
A total of 4 in charisma
Okay, good. I feel better.
is +1. Never mind. Charisma is +1. I just have 9 ranks.
How did you get 9 ranks in perform?
How do you get 9 ranks in perform and it's only a +1? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
That makes 10.
Never mind. Your cha is +1. I misunderstood.
Yeah. Yeah, ranks 6. Trained 3. Oh, okay, 6 ranks, but I also trained it as a class skill.
Ah. Okay.
Because every rogue should train seduction as a class skill.
Absolutely.
Okay, anyway, so he says, I appreciate the muffin, but this isn't really going to change the threat to my livelihood.
The muffin or the muffin?
Hey,
Tim,
Pierre,
how
or
tall is this
Mr.
building?
Jaro, get in here.
Wait, I have a better idea. Tim,
Anyway.
how tall is the building?
1 story?
Pierre, between the two of us, you and I can probably pick it up and run.
I was actually going to make the argument, can I technically, if I use a key point and my Artie's buffed abilities to jump,
Yeah, probably.
could I clear the building and jump on top of it?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
What do I need to roll?
Acrobatics with all those
Yeah,
bonuses.
acrobatics.
So I've got a total
Just
of
watch
15
out for
points
those
in
words.
acrobatics.
You have how many?
15?
And when if you
Just
if
don't
you
roll
use
a 1 and you'll probably make it.
if you use a key point, you will get a +20 for that roll.
I don't think I'm going to need to use the key point then.
I think you might need to use the key point.
18.
Actually. Pierre, you jumped 4 feet into the air.
If nothing else, that would get him a good grasp on the roof.
4 feet?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, generally buildings are 8 feet tall.
No, a
That's a
story
standard
is
term is
8
8
feet, but that's not including the width of
Yeah,
the
floor to ceiling is
floor
8
and
feet.
ceiling.
Floor to
Yeah.
the next floor is usually
Yeah.
about 10.
Plus, there has to be a roof that gets rid of water and all that stuff.
I mean, he's kind of mediocre.
That's true. He doesn't sell goods at his store. He sells mediocres.
All the same, I'm now on the roof. I now use stomp to intimidate.
I like how you said use stomp like you're a Pokemon.
Well, it's one of my
Dun, dun,
one of my 1 per day abilities, and it's a non-lethal.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, the shopkeeper looks up annoyed at the roof and says, did that stupid demigod follow you over from the courthouse?
Jesus.
Anyway, if you were to get some information from me, I might be able to help you out on this.
I believe I have information. Did you know? Hold on.
Oh no. Oh no.
The Muffin Man.
Did you know that alpacas can spit the farthest of any animal?
Did you know that cheerophobia is the fear of fun?
I did not know that, but that is not the information I'm looking for.
You simply asked for
Wait, I
information.
got this.
I demand a fair trade for what I have given you.
I got.
Okay.
I got.
Well, in return, I give you some equally valuable advice. You need to actually know what people want before you try to give it to them.
I already knew that, so it's not an equal trade.
Oh, it looks like the information that you speak of we've already given to you. See? It is directly in front of you.
All over the floor. It's on top of some of the merchandise. Let me just
Oh, yeah, we'll move your merchandise around.
Tim, I'm sorry you have to
Anyway.
GM for us.
I'm not. Because this is great.
Within the last few months, the city guard have been the victim of some very targeted robberies, just random stuff going missing out of their lockers that can't be attributed to loss.
Was it
One thing in
spiders?
particular... No, they're not losing spiders.
No, I meant, did the spiders steal it? Why would they have spiders?
What about rats?
Can you believe this guy?
Is this rats? I mean, this is a fetch quest, and it's our first quest.
Are these perhaps...
So we're inevitably
No,
going to be
you're-
killing rats.
You're
Are
not
these-
retrieving rats.
Are these perhaps heroes in a half shell?
Turtle power.
No, and they're not clams either. Anyway, so the one particular item that they're looking for, just because it's one of the more expensive items that's gone missing, is a bunch of immovable rods.
I have a question. Why did they own immovable rods? As, like, why did all of the soldiers have that?
It's not something all of the soldiers had, but it's something they kept in the armory for specific instances.
Is it so that the armory couldn't move?
No, that was not the reason.
Tim,
Yes.
for one thing, I look around. What does he sell?
Weapons, sundries.
Sundries. What are sundries?
Knickknacks.
Yeah, knickknacks, food.
Can I buy a
clothing.
paddywhack?
Do a perception check to see if you can find a paddywhack in the shop.
24.
You search around, you do not find a paddywhack. However, it's possible you're operating under a restrictively narrow definition of a paddywhack.
Ah. Do I see a tag on the shelf and it's just empty?
No, but you can ask him if he's getting any in stock.
Okay. I have two questions for you, Mr. Tricycle Oplots. One,
You forgot the article.
do you sell knickknacks? Or sorry, paddywhacks.
You'd have to define that for me.
Come on, throw a dog a bone.
Yeah, it would have been better if you hadn't set it up so obviously.
No, that was actually the best thing ever.
Oh, I hate
And your second question was?
Why do you care? It's the city guard. Like, do you like have some of them as friends, or like, this seems oddly specific. I mean, you don't yourself appear to be a city guard. How do you know of their troubles?
I know a few of them. I make it my business to keep my ear to the ground, and there's also a bit of a bounty going around for them. Shopkeepers are
What race is he?
what?
What race is he?
Racist.
He's human.
Darn. I was hoping he was a dwarf who keeps his ear to the ground. And we just didn't know he's been on the floor this entire time, and we just never thought to check.
Anyway, shopkeepers are authorized to check to see if any immovable rods turned in do belong to the city guard, and in return, we would pay you some of the bounty.
Why have I not heard of this? I'm a shopkeeper.
shopkeeper?
What is that thing that Pierre drew?
You
I'm just
sell
assuming Pierre's
muffins,
the brown
not
one,
weapons.
At a shop. Thus, since I keep a shop, I am a shopkeeper.
Logic checks out.
This is how it works.
How many guild meetings have you been to recently?
There isn't a guild for muffin men.
That's your problem.
We must start a guild!
That's what it sounds like for me.
Our new goal.
Yeah.
Question, how do we start a guild?
You would have to talk to the courthouse about that.
Mrs.
Where-
the receptionist?
Where can I find Mr. the Courthouse?
I think it's under Jesus.
Jesus.
Somewhere around the Senate.
Actually,
Someone
Jesus
is-
isn't there anymore. So what is it? We need to find that. How many do we need to
I
find?
scribbled them out.
I don't know precisely how many have gone missing, but they all have some sort of specific aura on them. So any that have that aura, I'm authorized to pay the bounty on.
Oh, okay, it's not the ones we have then.
We should check for auras on ours to see if they have them.
Oh no, the first.
Yeah, we should check. We should check for hours on auras.
No, ours don't have a specific aura. I know because that's how I found them was by using detect magic.
You found them using detect magic. That would tell you what kind of aura it is. Specific details about the aura.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'll rephrase that then.
Or else you would never be able to see the aura to know that it has a distinct aura.
I'll rephrase that. How well do you, as a character, know the manufacturing techniques for immovable rods?
If okay, so an aura isn't. I mean, basically, an aura is the magic put onto an item. Thus, when you look at an item, you might see a lot of different ways to make immovable rods. But, you know, the auras will all be very much the same unless they've specifically made it very different. More than likely.
Why are there a bunch of random characters?
Because Persephone.
Wait, how do I delete the?
Remember
Oh,
back
I
in-
gotta delete them all individually.
Remember back in the day when we took the character away?
All right.
Remember how
I
that didn't
returned to the
accomplish
shop.
anything because I was still the one drawing the map.
Actually, Tim, I exit the store.
Okay.
I take my leave and I exit the store. Then I look both ways before I cross the street.
Where do you store your leave?
You don't want to know.
In the
I
pouch,
got
of
a
course.
22 on my perception check.
Gotta keep it dry.
Okay. You see no issues with crossing the street.
I cross the street.
You successfully cross the street.
All right, and now I go into the courthouse. The
Okay.
courthouse of Jesus.
Anyway,
And
were
I ask,
you guys finished with the shopkeeper?
Not yet.
Or
I had a question or two to ask.
I'm still
Okay.
in the shop waiting to find out if my seduction roll worked.
okay, I can only interact with so many of you guys at once.
Yeah. I was gonna let you move on with Jonathan real quick, and then we'll catch up to him.
Okay.
oh, I mean, finish with Dominic.
Okay. So finishing up there, magical items can have manufacturer's marks.
Okay. Question about the specific ones that went missing. Did they have poisoned spikes on them?
Not when they went missing, no.
Then we did not find the same ones. Good day. I walk out.
All right, now finish with Aaron.
So they did find immovable. Anyway, what did you want?
I tried to seduce the shopkeeper.
No, you've got to actually do it. You can't just say that.
Yeah.
19.
Seduce him.
Go on,
He
Aaron.
does not find the word 19 to be very
Seduce
seductive.
me!
Come on, Aaron. Give him a blowy.
I performed
least a bucket of
seduction
chicken.
roll. Plus 10 bonus, so I get 19.
I just want you to know that if my character gave someone a blowjob, he'd be an oracle. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, Aaron, the word 19 is not very seductive. I'm not just going to hand this to you. If you want to seduce him, you have to roleplay
Yeah,
it.
you've gotta
Oh, I have to role play it.
you've gotta
Okay.
hand it
Yeah,
to him.
It's called a
Your hand.
role-playing game.
And run away.
So basically, Aaron walked up, went 19, got nervous and ran.
All right,
And I
back to
saved
me then.
Baka.
It's not like I
I
like
return
you or
to
anything.
Mrs.
Baka.
I return to Mrs. the receptionist. I say, "Hi, I'm back already.
That was fast.
Yeah,
Did he kick you out that soon?
I get that a lot. It's not very popular.
Wow.
What
No
I
sense.
am, what I need to know now is, if I was to start a guild, what do I need to do that?
Well, first you would have to make sure there's not a pre-existing guild in the city that would conflict with it.
Would
And,
that information be to registry?
Oh god. Mr. Jaro
It
stays with
probably would,
the
yes.
Crave Crusader.
Okay. I then go over to registry and begin looking for a baker's guild, muffin guild, restaurant guild, the like. I pull out my thesaurus as well to make sure that I get all the right words to look for.
All right, that'll take you a few hours.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
good.
Meanwhile, back to Mr. 19.
Huh, I'm apparently Jesus now.
Jesus.
Aaron, stop.
I'm okay with this.
So,
So, Mr. 19 is no longer attempting to seduce Mr. Tricycloplots.
I like how you all have different ideas on how to read that.
Crypt Crusader, would you like to join me in finding a casino?
Why, I believe I would. I have some money to lose.
if y'all would like, I can get y'all some alcohol for free.
Jonathan, your character is not with us right now.
I'd
It is
like-
just purely me and the Crave Crusader, who
I
both have a lack of common sense.
I would like to walk into the courthouse and look at the receptionist and say, "Where can we find the nearest casino?"
Oh, y'all are going to the casino? Y'all want some
Where are the
alcohol?
other drugs going?
We would always like some alcohol.
All right. Do you have a bottle of water or some other water pouch?
I have a backpack and a spell that makes water.
Please
Cool.
tell me you're not going to turn the oracle's water into wine.
Yes, I'm going to cast Tears to Wine into mead or wine of average quality.
Wait, can you use that with your decanter of endless water?
Can you make a decanter of endless average beer?
Don't you mean decanter of endless booze?
No, it is non-magic liquids.
However, we can't. Well, that liquid isn't magic. It just comes from a magical source.
Correct, but I can't change the decanter into
Unless
magic.
we find a wizard.
The wizard did it.
It is a
Alright,
decent-sized town.
So, I'm assuming you're handing me the
Yes.
vessel of water. Tim, what do I need to roll to cast Tears to Wine?
Is it a spell you normally know?
Yes.
Then no, nothing.
Then, yeah, I don't think you need to
Okay.
roll anything for it.
Congratulations. You have a full container of wine.
Not full. I did tell you it's a backpack, right? It's not waterproof.
It's a full backpack of wine.
It's been dripping out this entire time. Honestly, I thought you were gonna say something when I said a backpack and a spell that makes water.
Well, you now have a leaking backpack full of booze.
Alright, I put it on my back and start walking towards wherever the casino might be. Because nobody answered my question, but I've forgotten it by now.
Yo, Baron, could you fill my mouth with water and then change its form?
Yes.
Can I take off my backpack and put it on, like, just push it over Mr. Jara's head?
I don't
Actually,
see
I'll
why
just
not.
take it-
Presumably.
I wonder
I'll
how long
just,
it's gonna take us for getting arrested for doing this in the middle of the fucking courthouse.
Jim,
We're spilling
I thought
wine.
you guys were out on the street because
No!
that's where most of you are by now.
No, he's checking the
Jim,
registry.
I take the Crave Crusader's backpack
I
and
don't know about you, I'm over there in those
squeeze the
mountains.
liquid out of it into my mouth.
Tim,
Okay.
Tim, he's checking the registry, so we're in there with him.
All right.
Okay, well, your character tokens aren't.
All of them but
Well-
one. I couldn't figure out which building was which.
It's the one
So,
with a registry in it.
So here's what I'm saying at the same time. Drink, 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 drink.
So when do I get to make noises?
When you
So
show
the
your
receptionist at this
trustworthy.
point, Mrs. the receptionist at this point
There
is
you go.
basically just waiting for an excuse to call the city guard.
Hey,
This isn't an excuse to call the guard? Damn, the rules are lax in this place. Unless you're trying to clear a cart, apparently.
All right, guys, I need
Dominic,
y'all to
the
get
worst
out of
part
here.
is this is the courthouse.
Yes!
I'm
We're like...
I need y'all to leave so that I can concentrate on this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd
Okay,
like...
did you actually upend the thing over Pierre?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
over Mr.
Yes.
Jaro?
Of course.
Okay. I can't tell what you guys are doing and what you guys are joking about.
No, everything
So,
I say I'm doing, Tim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominic and I are very much trying to get ourselves drunk here.
Okay, Mrs. the receptionist says you're gonna have to mop that up before you can leave.
Oh.
Dominic,
Do I
do
get
you have a
clothes?
spell for that?
Yes, I take my backpack and I put it on the ground and use my foot to try to use my soaking wet backpack to mop it up.
Wait, Dominic, before you try, let me take the backpack.
Okay,
I take the backpack from you and then wring it out over my mouth.
Good, some of that might have made it in.
I hand
You
you,
guys
back a
haven't
dry
tried
backpack.
to walk away from your mess yet, so she's sitting there just with a combination of barely amused, but mostly just waiting for something to happen that she can act on.
I think at this point she's basically just saying, I cannot wait to go home and tell anyone I know about what's happening today.
Yeah, basically.
So I now hand you back a dry backpack now that I've wringed it out either onto myself or into my mouth.
Tim, question, what is this building made out of? Specifically the floor.
The floor is made out of stone tiles. You're not really well interworked, but good enough for stuff to pool without turning into mud.
Before he does anything, I sit myself in front of the desk before he does anything stupid.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I understand how science works, and I know that heat causes liquid to evaporate. Tim, I would like to cast...
I now move. I am very much in the way, blocking the path of anything towards the desk.
Aaron, I need your help. I need you to move the registry as far away from Dominic as possible. Just move it to where I am now. Can you
This
do
is
that for me?
Probably
Alright,
gonna
hang
get us
on.
kicked out. City guard's gonna come.
I have a question. How,
Okay, so
how flammable
Dominic,
is this?
what spell did you say you were going to use?
That's what I'm checking right now, is to see which one I have that could do it. Because I need an I need an intense flame, but not something like over the top.
Yes,
Wait, I
we
can't
wouldn't
put
want
the
this to be
registry
over
there.
the top.
I can't put the registry there. We're the receptionist and I need that area.
Okay. Maybe down here then.
By the way, I want you to know,
Oh, okay. Oh, I can go over there. That's
like,
fine.
It's taken me a second to figure this out, but casting it takes 6 seconds.
Okay.
I roll my eyes at Aaron as I leave to go to another part of the courthouse to continue reading.
Let's see.
Tim,
It looks like I don't
I'm
have...
attempting to seduce the receptionist.
It appears I don't have anything particularly great, so I'll use fire breath.
Okay. And you're just aiming it at the floor.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone, so I'm gonna aim it at the floor so that the cone is not hitting like the walls or anything like that.
What about the desk?
Okay.
That's why I'm
Or
sitting in
that,
front of it.
obviously.
All right. Well, this ends very poorly.
Oh no.
Because it's a static object and you've got plenty of time to aim, I'm not going to make you make a touch attack for it.
It's a
So-
cone.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to try to let the booze dodge either. And that's the problem here. Water evaporates. Booze is flammable.
Yeah, which helps it evaporate.
So, the
Dominic,
booze
I'm
sets
covered
on
in
fire
juice.
and makes a track all the way to Pierre, who is covered in it from where he wrung the backpack out over himself, and sets the desk on fire too. And Pierre.
All right. I know what to do in these scenarios. I've dealt with this before. I would like to go pick up Pierre, scream, "You never saw us," and leave with him above my head.
I am so glad I am fire acclimated. This has never been more useful than now.
All right,
I didn't think this park would actually
Wait,
have
do you
any
have
value.
fire resistance?
Tim.
Yes.
I too
Yes,
have
sir.
fire resistance.
I walk back in there. I use my decanter of endless water, not on gallon mode, to put out the water.
To
mean
put
the
out the
fire.
water.
By the way,
Fire.
I haven't stopped. We're just going.
you.
I will run until I run out of energy.
Okay.
I mean, you're still in there right now. Pierre, you should also move yourself, considering
I'm-
you're on Dominic.
Tim, do we happen to see a river of any sort on the way here?
There's one outside the city walls. You might have trouble making it there carrying a burning monk over your head.
Why?
We'll get to that as we come to it. Anyway.
Who's gonna
Don-
stop me? I'm carrying a flaming monk over my head.
A flaming giant monk.
Would anybody do
also-
that?
Okay, so Jonathan, you use your decanter of endless water, and it spreads the booze around because you can't put out a liquid-fueled fire with water.
I was about to
I mean,
say,
you can.
Yeah, it's possible.
It is possible.
It's just
So, the fire has now been spread to the corners of the room where it hits the wood beams supporting the roof.
All right, now I go on gallon mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can put it out with water, you just have to use enough!
I put it on gallon mode, but I don't use it at the strength where it'll literally rip the building to shreds.
Have you ever started a campaign, try to start a guild, and then burn down a town on accident? Because I haven't gotten that far, but I have carried a burning monk over my head to the river outside of town.
All right,
we've also offended a shopkeeper.
Tim, now you have to deal with Aaron. Aaron's doing his own thing there.
Aaron is seducing
Okay.
the
Aaron, did you
shopkeeper.
get did you get Mrs. the receptionist out of the building before all of this started? Or is she still in the corner
shortly
with the
after
fire?
It started. Before the building started
Uh,
burning down.
Yeah. He got her out approximately at the same time as they ran out of the building and I ran into the room.
Okay. By the way, where is Te registry?
It's in the other part of the
Down.
courthouse. It's in a different room.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did
Down the
move it to a different room.
Yeah, I moved it as soon as I heard fire.
Here, let me just.
No one said fire.
You probably said some variant of fire breath.
You saved the register.
Not when I was casting it, it sounded more like
Yeah, that sounds enough like fire to me. Anyway,
Alright, so Aaron.
I'm.
Is he successfully
all right,
going
Aaron,
at it with her?
go ahead, make your seduction.
Yay! Let me just
You're gonna roll a nat
Okay.
one.
roll 1d20 plus 10. Look, here it goes.
Oh,
Good job jinxing it, Pierre.
oh, that was beautiful.
Aaron.
All right, Aaron. She slaps you in the face and then goes back inside. Just in time to see everything starting to burn. Jonathan,
So,
make a knowledge engineering check to try to put the water out,
so
the fire out. Why did you get me
water
doing
out.
that?
So this is just knowledge. Like I don't have knowledge engineering, so I'm just making a base intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did
Alright,
she
so
not hear
that's
or see us run
4.
past with a flaming monk over our head screaming, "You never saw us"?
21.
No, she didn't see that.
Oh, darn, I was hoping.
Wait, Dominic, we need to check if there's any sewers.
21.
That's true, that's our only place we can hide.
Okay, 21.
Also, Tim, just to let you know, that this was wine. This isn't grain alcohol.
You've never burned a grape?
Wine burns, but wine doesn't really
Wine doesn't
burn.
really burn.
Yeah,
Okay.
like at all.
You never specified what kind of booze it was.
I heard it was.
No, I did. I said wine.
Yeah. You
I
said Tears to Wine.
very clearly said wine. Tears to Wine can make either wine or mead, but I said wine, and it's gonna be the same either
Even
way.
that mead wouldn't be strong enough.
Yeah.
To be fair, it depends on how it was made.
Tim, we're
Yeah,
talking
it
about
is a matter
10%
of-
alcohol.
It is a matter of concentration. But anyway. So,
10% ABV is not really. I mean, it'll, light up a little bit, but it's not really going to cause a lot of problems.
Depends. Are you using the metric system or imperial? Who knows? How
I
many?
don't think ABV matters
many-
whether
Doesn't
it's
How many?
matter.
How many butts of wine are you burning? Whatever.
So,
Butts. Okay, so you do eventually get the fire put out. Not before the guards get there.
so I'm just the only person in there.
You are literally holding the bag, or jar, or whatever this thing is.
It's a decanter.
You are literally
The jar of
holding the
water?
decanter.
Putting out the fire.
Yes, that your colleague started.
They don't know that he's a colleague.
They don't know that. Yeah, correct. That one. Tim, can I pull a fireman's hat out of my bag of junk?
Oh no, it's another sloth man.
How much would a fireman's hat cost?
It can't be that
Okay, well,
much.
first you have to invent a fireman.
I'm sure that they have.
Tim,
some
this
sort
is a
of
city.
people. Yeah.
Firemen have existed since before Rome.
To be fair, you would probably want the hat of whoever comes and puts out fires, and according to this scenario, that's the guards.
Either that or a water wizard.
Tim, how much is a water wizard's hat?
I'm gonna say a water wizard's hat is, I don't know, 15 copper.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a hat.
And am I correct in saying that there is no fireman's hat, even though firemen have existed since cities have existed?
To be fair, that
I
is in
thought
a world.
firemen had. Well, I thought fire brigades had only been around for a few hundred years.
In Tim's defense, that is
It
also a
depends where you're
world
looking in the world.
where
Some
magic
cultures
doesn't
have-
exist, and water wizards can't just snuff out fires whenever they want.
About every point in the last 2,000 years, somewhere in the world was a culture that had fire brigades.
Yeah, Rome had
But-
firemen. And it
In
wasn't
Europe,
just the
not
army.
really. Mostly you just prayed that the fire would go out.
Tim, does this particular town have a fire brigade, or do they have a water wizard?
I mean, one would think that since it's the town that has the king, it would be a pretty well-established city.
So it would probably
Yeah,
have
so
wizards.
that would be a water wizard.
It'd be a water...
Yeah, it'd be
Really?
wizards who put out fire magically. Why would they need normal
Oh,
water when they
okay.
could have someone do it magically?
So, are these firemen that are water wizards?
No, they're watermen.
That are fire wizards.
You got me, Tim.
With a town this size, I would assume that the percentage of people that can cast water magic is not high enough that they wouldn't have a dedicated team to putting out fires.
It's too late. I already drew a fire
just
department.
What we're saying
Whether
is,
that-
what we're saying is the dedicated team to put out fires are water wizards. They're not firemen, so they go out by a different name.
Yes, but they are a dedicated team. Is it possible for me to pull
Sort
out? How
of.
much does it cost to pull out the uniform of one of them,
Some of them-
from my bag of junk?
John, some of them are more dedicated than others.
I mean, obviously, I would want to be a part of that, considering I've got the journeyman badge, which is the decanter of endless water.
Yeah, and you've put out more fires than anyone else in this party.
It's true.
I've put out -1 fire.
I've got my junior junior water wizard badge.
I am on fire.
I feel like Tim is just like
I'm
he's
just-
left the
You
computer.
know, being rejected by Mrs. the receptionist was harsh, but it's mollified by the fact that fire this time.
All right,
Good
so
feeling.
Since it's not something you were issued and it's not something that shows up very easily on the black market, I'm going to say 50 gold for a water wizard's uniform.
Can I correctly assume that I can put that on in time before the guards get there?
Or into this room.
Yes.
That's going to be a dexterity check.
Is it
I'm
a
guessing
Come
I
on,
can't.
Jonathan.
Do you have to
You
whip
can
your-
pull it off.
All right. Well,
Pull it
I'm
off.
spending 50 gold to get that out of my bag of junk, and
You just have to give convincing lies. It's just, why is your uniform not on? Well, this fire broke out while I was off duty.
Also, what was the price limit I set on the bag of junk?
you said that it was you get out what you put into it,
You get what you pay for.
and I put 100 gold into it.
Okay.
That's what you said.
That's
Almost word for word. So dexterity check. So just my modifier plus a roll. 21.
Damn.
The heck?
I rolled an 18. My dex is plus 3.
Eh.
Yes.
Okay. So that gets you out of your normal clothes. Make another one to put the uniform on.
Are you kidding me? You didn't say there was
Wait,
two.
wait, John, were you
You did
taking,
not say there was two.
Were you taking all of your clothes off, or are you, putting this on top of it?
Putting it on top, of course.
Yeah. It wouldn't make sense to take your clothes off.
Yeah. See,
Okay,
because
well,
it
that's
would make
fair then.
sense for the uniform to be more impervious to fire.
Yes.
Yes. This makes good science. Thank you.
Okay, so 21 is enough to get it put on top of what you were otherwise wearing, but it's not a really good fit.
Of course,
No, that's
it's
fine.
supposed to be baggy.
Yeah. All right. So I have successfully finished putting out the fire. Carry on.
Okay,
I begin looking around the room to make sure that there's no structural damage.
Perception
Okay.
check.
Well, intelligence check, because you'd need to do engineering to see if there was any structural damage.
13.
13 total?
Yep.
Okay, you don't see anything structural, but there's certainly been a lot of cosmetic damage in...
The building is gone.
I posit
There has
that
certainly
it does-
been a lot of cosmetic damage in what amounts to the front office for the entire government here.
I posit that it doesn't matter whether or not I've found something, so long as it looks like I'm looking when they arrive.
It's true.
All right.
Following
So-
protocol.
The city guard arrive with Mrs. the receptionist. And they ask what the heck is going on here.
There were some... Love that the building is unsafe to enter. No, Pierre, I'm not going to do that. My bluff
But it
isn't
would
good
work.
enough. No, it wouldn't. I don't roll that
What
high.
did Pierre suggest?
Bluff that the building is unsafe to enter. And all right, repeat what they said.
To be fair, you get a bonus by having obvious evidence in front of you.
So,
How much of a bonus?
Up to plus 10 is what the book says.
How much of a bonus, Tim?
The building was on fire, and there's water all over the place.
And honestly, the target would probably want to believe him, a fireman. That's another plus 5.
okay, so... I'm not going to tell you whether or not it's going to work. If you want to try it, you have to make the roll yourself.
John, do it for all of us. You know you can run if you need to.
All right.
But
Oh,
will he make
no.
it? He's not carrying a burning monk over his head.
All right, I've got 6. What's my bonus? I rolled a 2.
Out of curiosity, how far have I gone with Pierre by now? And has Pierre tried to get down, or is he just kind of resolved to his fate?
I technically have
Well,
not
that
left the
depends. Are you guys
position
trying
I
to get
was
to the
in when
river
you
or the
picked me
sewer?
up.
Well, we started going towards the river. I'm assuming we got to the edge of town and then thought, wait, sewers might be closer.
Tim, is there a difference?
Yes. In this case, the building would have at least some rudimentary form of waste system.
Oh, it's not just
Maybe
a
not
window
tunnels
that
under
you
the city, but
It's not just a window that you throw the shit out of when you're done.
Besides, the only way we'd go to the sewer is if we found a manhole that looked sewery enough. Like, it has to be very cinematic.
All right, Tim, what was my bonus?
okay. I'm gonna say your bonus total was +3 because while you are in the correct uniform, Mrs. the receptionist still recognizes you.
Really? Did she roll up against his disguise?
He didn't change his face.
Of course not, but he, changed outfits, and this was probably obscuring his hair, right? So,
It also is to understand that he never pronounced his profession.
yeah.
That's true.
You were asking about bakers' guilds.
It's a hobby!
Wait, he never said anything about a baker's guild. He just said a guild.
That's true.
It's true.
He never specified which one it was. She told him where to go.
And she also asked if there was any difference in any. Which and then we stepped into the room and then made a ruckus by drinking alcohol.
And then lighting ourselves on
Poor
fire.
guys.
You know, I'm really glad the guards somehow managed to get here instead of stopping the guy carrying a burning monk over his head to the ends of the earth.
There are
He's
multiple
carrying a-
guards.
You're carrying a burning monk over your head. They're not going to stop
Half
you.
giant monk.
That's true. How much do you weigh, Pierre?
Like, what was it? I think I'm around 220.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, I can lift you over my
Yeah.
head fine.
Anyway,
260.
Dominic, we'll get to you once we're done figuring out what's going to happen to Jonathan.
Yeah, but the only reason I ask is because I want to know if I need to run by on fire, pick him up, and leave again.
Oh, okay. Jonathan, do you mind if we pick up with him for a minute?
Sure.
Okay. So, as you're running down the road, you've made it about halfway out of the city before you hear someone behind you shouting, "Stop that bard!"
How does he know I'm a bard? I'm on fire. I don't even carry an instrument.
Guys, I'm still out back behind the courthouse.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And?
Still crying about the fact that the receptionist slapped you.
So, Pierre is still on fire. And since I am holding him, I would say that I'm most likely taking fire damage, correct?
That's probably accurate, yes.
Okay, and although I do have fire resistance 10, so I shouldn't be taking any actual damage, however, I'm still affected by it.
Yes, we know you're hot. Move on.
So I'd like to activate my Cape of Fiery Vanishing.
You're what?
My Cloak of Fiery Vanishing. Once per day, when I'm subjected to an effect that deals fire damage, I can spend an immediate action while obscured by the flames to become invisible.
When
Leaving
did
behind-
you get that?
I've had it since the beginning. It leaves behind an illusory pile of ashes and bones, as though I had been slain by the effect.
Why do you? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Because I'm a
just gonna-
pyromancer, and if I can fireball myself to make a quick escape, I will.
Oh.
He makes a
Okay.
valid point. Consider-
Dominic, that will do for you. It'll just leave Mr. Jarro on a pile of bones and ash.
What do you mean? I never said I'd put him down. I keep running with him.
So there's just a flying.
Okay, so he'll just start flying by the seat of his pants, basically.
Wouldn't you be scared of a flying, burning monk?
I would call the city guard.
The ones who are probably already chasing us? What's the worst that can happen? Besides, it's not like the watermen will get involved. Also, for your information, Tim, it only lasts for 5 rounds, and also they can beat a DC 11 will save to disbelieve the illusion. Although I'm still invisible.
Okay.
It's like the shittiest item, but I love it.
Okay, so we can say you activated the item, and the burning monk is now flying by the seat of his pants,
Mm-hmm.
and the city guards are still chasing you.
I'm still screaming, by the way.
Would you like to
Okay,
roll
so-
to make that louder?
Yeah, can I roll a perform oratory for my screaming to sort of like stand in for intimidation?
Sure.
Cool. Not sure why you thought that was a good plan, but
Just because I want to see how much worse I can get.
47.
What?
I have a plus 28. Why did you think that was a good plan? Is what you should be saying to me, to be fair.
So
Okay.
a burning pile of ash that's carrying a monk is shouting.
At the top of my
Oh.
lungs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the city guard behind you hangs back, but you can tell one of them is using Ascending Stone to call more.
It's alright, I just have to run faster.
You hear a gong. The city gates start closing.
Mr. Juro, I believe we will need to switch so you can pick me up and jump over the gate.
Sounds like a plan.
I toss
Can
him
he
forward
see you to grab?
and... I just yell, spread your arms, throw him onto the ground, and then jump into his arms.
I then use a key point to attempt a ridiculous jump.
Okay.
Oh,
Make your roll for that.
hold on, before he does that, I would like to, oh, where is it? Inspire Competence. That's a +3 to your jump by inspiring you with my song.
$48.
Does he make it, Tim?
You beat my perform!
Checking now.
That's 12 feet of ups, by the way.
That's... Sorry, you said 12 feet?
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, you don't make it. This is a walled city.
Well, no, it's the. I also have the bonus for the jump.
Yeah, that's...
I can.
Wait, what bonus?
Or am I reading that wrong? Yeah, because I can also. Oh, I can do a high jump, which is my acrobatics plus my monk level.
Okay, yeah, so you'll be adding your monk level into that.
So
Yeah.
+9.
Okay.
So 57. Yeah, so that's
Gonna make me do math for this.
that's 14.25 feet.
Math.
Plus, because I'm so light, he does have a free hand with which to try to grab the wall and vault over it, or grab the top of the wall, or what have you.
Okay. So he jumps 14.25 feet in the air. And smacks about 5 feet short of the wall, short of the top of the wall, because this is a walled city.
But does he still grab hold
If
of
he-
the wall?
No.
What, is it perfectly smooth?
He's carrying you in one hand.
Yeah, one hand. He has one hand to grab.
Okay. Pierre, make a,
A brick wall would require a DC 25 climb check, roughly.
to climb, yes, but
Oh,
not
I
to
also have
grab
a
hold of
skateboard.
when moving that fast.
No, he's not
So,
moving
here.
very fast. He's at the top of his jump. That's what the pinnacle is. He's not moving at all.
Technically, you are correct.
Rating.
Yes, but his speed is 0.
But his acceleration is high, which means when he grabs the
So
wall,
what do I
there will
need
be a
to? I need
large
to.
force
Yes,
pulling
I
his
need to
hand off of
calculate
it.
for climb.
He has
Make a
very
strength
high
check.
potential energy, but he has 0 kinetic energy.
So what do I need to roll for?
Still
Make a
has
strength
Earth's
check.
gravity.
Not a climb check?
Okay. So that is what?
D20 plus strength. Why not climb?
Okay. Yeah. I have climb
So
as a skill.
The ruling I'm making here is that climb is what you'll use to make it the rest of the way, but you need your strength check to actually grab a hold of the wall.
Oh, that's fair.
Because even if you're not moving
18.
once you get to the very top, you still don't have any support beneath you.
Yeah, I just rolled an 18 for that grab. That
18
wall
for
grab.
the grab. Okay, I'll say that makes it.
So now I have to climb.
I would like
with...
to get onto his back, like a
Okay.
piggyback, like a backpack, which I don't have anymore because it burned.
I roll a 15 for climb.
Wow.
Couldn't have
Okay.
come out at the worst time.
Did you count in the +3 for the Inspire
Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
confidence? So that'd be an 18.
Tim,
Yeah, but he still needs a 25.
Tim. I pull
Yes?
out an immovable rod and hold on to it, and press the button. And hold on to Jaro.
Okay. Remind me again what your strength data is.
He
Oh, can how much I can carry hold?
up to like a
Yeah.
1,000 pounds.
Wow, you really think not much of me, do you? 1,350 is a heavy load. Are we talking lift off ground? 2,700.
Okay.
Would this be in grams?
So, you fall
No,
about
pounds.
5 feet in the time it takes you to grab all of that, but you press the button, and now you're hanging in midair.
I tell Mr. Jaro to get on my back.
I climb on his back
I pull
the
out
best
a
I
s-
can.
I pull out a second immovable rod and ladder my way up and over. Who needs a fly
Interestingly
spell when we
enough,
have
it
immovable
was-
rods?
Technically faster for them to do it this way than to start with the
Yep.
the climbing,
Yeah.
because you start like 9 feet up instead of 0. I know 14, but you fell 5 feet, so.
Okay, so you start climbing. What's your climb speed?
What do you mean? Alright, Tim, I'm taking 2 immovable rods. They're not attached to the wall at all, and I'm just pulling one in the air, clicking it, pulling myself up, pulling the next one in the air, clicking it, clicking the other one off, and just repeating.
Yeah. So what's your climb speed?
How fast does a immovable rod function?
I believe.
And instantaneously,
Yeah.
basically. You press a button and it instantly happens. You press
How
a
much
button
feet do
again
you
and
have
it
to climb, Tim?
Sure.
instantaneously doesn't happen. He has to climb 11 feet, I think.
Okay. Well,
to reach
since
the
you're not navigating obstacles and just using your ungodly strength, I'm going to call this a dexterity check instead of something based on strength. Basically, how fast you can get the rods to operate.
So acrobatics? Actually, no. Yeah, let's do dexterity.
Yeah, just dexterity. Acrobatics doesn't quite fit here.
Good, because I have a negative to acrobatics.
I know.
A 5!
Very slowly.
You fumble some.
I mean, I am carrying a man on my back, and he is a half
Yeah.
giant.
Okay. So,
Bright side, they're not shooting at us yet.
yet.
You should shut
Because
your
it's a
mouth.
5, you're moving slowly enough that it gives them time to start shooting.
Pierre! I'm sorry, Mr. Jaro!
Can I use a free hand to assist him with climbing?
Mr. Jaro, do you also have the ability to block or catch arrows?
No, but I have a natural defense that is ridiculous, it seems.
No, really, I think as a monk you
No,
can...
I'm
you
pretty sure as a monk you can just do that.
No, deflect arrows is a specific feat he would have to take.
Oh, did they not?
It's an optional one that he can get, but I don't think he ever
that's
did.
right. Never mind, you're good.
Yeah. Let's see. I could use combat reflexes to try and stop the arrows.
Wait, I have an idea. How about you grab the immovable rods and do it, and I'll just keep healing you?
That works.
We are an unstoppable machine.
All right.
I'm going to regret those rods for the rest of this campaign.
Of course
Yep.
you are. By the way, we're still on fire.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, you really should have been giving them checks to not be crippled with pain.
What do you mean? We
Well,
don't.
no,
die.
because both of them have fire resistance.
Yeah, we both have fire resistance. We're literally not taking damage.
Yeah, my race technically
They're just
gives me
highly
a bonus.
visible.
Yeah.
Okay,
But anyway.
so who's facing the wall and who has their back to the city?
So I'm gonna have I'm gonna be on his back. So we will both be facing the wall, but I will be on his back to absorb the damage.
Actually, Dominic, I've got a better idea. You're gonna have your character facing towards my chest, and you're gonna stand on my legs while I climb with the
Yes.
immovable rods.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because I will use the fact that I can change sizes to be able to guarantee that I will take all blows, and you just need to keep me healed.
You can't actually change sizes.
Well, no, but I can be considered a larger size.
Tim, I'm a halfling.
That's true. But I'm also a medium.
Yeah, but I'm still a size category under you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need is to kind of pull your knees up a little bit, and it'll be fine. And what
Yeah.
else there is, I'm just holding on to you anyways. So like
Yeah.
that should still work.
Aaron, what are you doing?
What's behind the courthouse? Is it like
A ruckus,
just grass or woods or what?
a sheer panic.
Probably more buildings. You're probably in some alleyway.
Also,
Okay.
Jonathan, the music has stopped. If you are
Yeah.
anywhere.
Thank you. There we go.
There we go.
Suddenly, it sounds like we're in a town again.
Can you add more
That one's
fire and
getting really
pain?
repetitive.
Is there like a panic sound?
Yes.
Oh.
It better be what I think it is. Oh.
There we go.
And here I thought it was gonna be.
Yes.
Is there another place where I could get information about the city, like a map?
Okay. Anyway, so Pierre, while you're climbing, the guards make it over. from
Apparently
the
just
guard
screw
shack,
you, Aaron.
and they start shooting at you.
I'll just keep wandering around then.
So, what is your
Flat-footed?
flat-footed AC?
Flat-footed. AC. Are you looking for total or?
You're
Oh, no,
flat-footed.
Well, what do you mean for flat-footed? What stat do I need to be looking
All
at?
right, so if you look at AC under attacks and defense,
Yeah, I'm
underneath
looking at
that you will see touch and flat foot.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, so you're looking for the one highlighted at flat foot.
So total for flat
Yes,
foot.
yes, I see what you mean. Yes,
17.
not bad.
Okay.
What's yours, Dominic?
20.
Okay. Because I'm 16, so you're like, not bad. I was like, okay. Is that like a good thing
like,
or a bad thing?
For a
Like,
monk who doesn't wear armor, that's damn good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till like either we escape or die like trying, and like the guards get back and they're just like reading over the report and they're like, but why, what were they running from? They clearly didn't want to risk their lives. Like they clearly like cared for their lives more than what it was. Like, were they trying to steal something? It's like, no, they accidentally lit the courthouse on fire a little bit.
Okay.
attempt
Pierre,
to steal
first
something?
round you take 8 damage from crossbow bolts that they're firing at you.
All right, so I've gone down to
Should
gone
we-
from 71 health to.
Should we roll initiative for this?
Um,
Or are you able to keep track of rounds without it?
we can roll initiative for this, but what's Pierre gonna do?
Pretty
They're
much
gonna shoot.
take
You're gonna
it.
heal.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I cast heal?
Okay.
I can't. That's a high level spell, but I can cast Cure Light Wounds.
No, he said it was okay. You can do it.
If you're going to make me nitpick like that, I will start nitpicking.
Hey, I'm the one who nitpicked, not you. It's fine. Pierre, you heal. 11.
All right, so I don't take damage then.
As I
Basically.
as I
That round.
as I nestle my face into your stone-like pecs.
Okay, Aaron, this is how a seduction check works.
I don't get it.
All right. Anyway, so are we going to use the same climb check that, or I should say, dexterity check that Dominic made earlier, or?
No, obviously not, because it's a different person.
Yeah, Pierre's the one doing it now.
Okay.
Yep, definitely don't know what Tim was talking about.
So I need to use my dexterity now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a dexterity check.
Although, yeah, okay, yeah.
Plus what Dominic gave me, or no?
No, I'm not giving you anything for this. Because
Okay.
I can't heal and do that. Well, I can, actually.
9.
9. Okay. All right. So from where you guys are, it's going to take you another 3 rounds to reach the top.
It's alright, friend. I have a way to make sure they cannot hit us.
Is it catching
And
yourself
what is
on fire
that?
more?
It's their turn first.
Okay. 2 more guards have joined them, so now there's 6 total.
Shit.
It's fine. You have a healer literally in your lap. I think you're okay.
Okay, so and this time you take 23 damage.
What's your max health?
71.
Yeah, you're fine.
2 more rounds.
Alright. I cast Obscuring Mist.
I am going to look this up.
This better work, Dominic. I've got only 48 health left.
You're fine, and if that doesn't, like, if they still hit you a little bit, I can heal you really hard next turn.
Vapor obscures all sight. Creature 5 feet away has concealment. Creatures farther away have total concealment, 50% miss chance, and the attacker cannot use sight to locate the target.
All right, 20-foot radius, 20 feet high. Yeah, that's going to cover you the rest of the way to the top.
Haha!
Yep.
They can't see us! Not even the fact that we are on fire can make us visible. I bet they can't even hear me! Just so you know, if one of them hits us, I'm just gonna yell, they have bat vision.
By the way, thank you for mentioning that, because now I'm checking to see what fire does to this spell.
You are incorrect.
It-
that is
it-
explosive, not fire.
It's true.
Fire
it does say
doesn't burn
that.
away the spell. It is the concussive blast of the fireball that does it.
I was just looking at that.
Similar spell burns away the fog in an explosive or fiery spells area.
Yeah, because it's all like flame strike and fireball.
Explosive or fiery.
But it's not a spell, it's just fire.
A fireball, flame strike, or similar spell burns away the fog in the explosive or fiery spells area.
Yes, and we are not casting any fire spells. He's just on fire.
Yes, from magical booze.
Yeah, but that's not magical fire.
The booze
Yeah, we
wasn't
already
magical.
determined that,
It's
otherwise we
produced
wouldn't
through
have
magical
known what we
means, but it isn't technically magical.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so the cloud is glowing orange from the inside, but I can't tell where you are.
Honestly, at this point, we might as well just take our entire being, go find the Mask of Death right now, because nothing is fucking stopping us. We walk into any lair and they're like, no, take it. I don't want to deal with this.
Ah,
All right,
but you
next
have heard
round,
of me.
More guards show up.
So it's just one more round.
Should I draw a new map?
One more round after this, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I'll take care of this.
Should I be drawing a new map?
What? How do you change your color?
You go to. Oh no, it's next to your name.
It disappeared. No.
Pierre?
Huh?
Dark
That's-
side.
What?
Darth Plagueis the Wise. He had such of the dark side.
Yeah,
Can't seem to change my color.
I blame.
You just
What was the
you
website?
click on
Also,
the color
when
next
his
to your name and
apprentice
then you
killed
wait.
him in his sleep.
And
I
then
was
you wait.
copying it
Then-
straight from knowyourmeme.com, so they probably wrote it down wrong.
Is it wrong? It's like... It's wrong all over the place.
Okay.
Anyways.
You can't see how many there are down there now, but the number of bolts coming up at you increases with each round.
But
And this round,
less
you
hit.
take 26 damage.
even with 50% mischance?
Yes, even with 50% mischance.
Damn.
So I took another 26.
Yep, you take another 26.
It's a good thing I cast that. It could have been even more damage.
Could have been 52.
Alright, I'd like to heal now.
Please?
Okay.
You remember what Cure Critical is? Ah, good. $29.
Alright, I'm back
Okay.
up to 51.
So you're almost at the top. They get one more round to shoot at you. Assuming you stick the landing.
What landing? We can just keep climbing forever.
Well, you can only keep climbing for about another 15 feet before they can see you again.
Yeah, but then you'll be really far up.
Tim, with how close I am to the top, is there any flat surfaces?
Not yet.
Dang it.
I mean, I don't know how well they can aim 30 feet into the sky.
Well, given that the range increment is 120 feet,
Yeah.
It's
What time of the
also
day is it?
about noon.
Oh! Is it sunny, Tim?
marginally overcast.
Where's
It wasn't. It was about 11 o'clock the last time we ended. We haven't really done enough for it to be much past noon.
Can we-
so.
It is not high noon.
Can we get a
No.
luck roll to see if the clouds part for one moment to allow the sun to blind our enemies?
Woo.
I'll make the luck roll.
I don't think that's how luck works at all.
Yes, it is.
It is actually. And no, you're not that lucky.
Ah!
Alright, but what if I give you 10 copper?
But what if I give you
Then-
$10?
And still no.
Tim, can I technically use wholeness of body while still climbing?
What does that one do?
Up.
It heals it heals for the cost of 2 key points and is equivalent to monk level.
Pretty sure.
All right, we need to get to a stopping point soon.
It is a standard action, so you can't do it while climbing. But once you get to the top, then you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait it out then. I won't use it just yet.
Okay. Last round. In which they're shooting at you anyway.
All of them hit you. You die. No matter what. I hit you. You die.
Honestly, that might be what's
Okay, well, one of these is a confirmed crit.
It's fine.
Ooh.
It's fine.
You're like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine.
No, really, I
It's
think
very
we're
not
fine.
Yeah.
By my math, that is not based on numbers or anything besides a gut feeling. I think we're good.
Better hope so. Otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble.
I mean, I can probably jump off.
Could you not carry me the rest of the way?
Oh no, I will totally try to grab my friend and bring him to justice. I mean, to freedom.
How much can you throw?
I mean, I don't know. That's not a stat that they put out.
Damn.
I'm working on it. This is a lot of dice.
He's got a lot of
Oh.
guards he needs to use to shoot at me.
So, do I still have
you
to
just
deal with
treat
guards,
the
or did they
all
all
guards
go
as,
after the other guys?
collective
No, you
character?
still have to deal with them. Okay, Pierre. 47 damage.
I'm alive!
Yes!
I have 3 health.
Yes! All right, are we up and over?
I'm bleeding profusely right now, but I'm alive. Oh my gosh.
Okay, you
I
make it onto the
miscalculated. I have
wall and
4
out of their
health.
line of sight.
All right, I
Yay.
immediately cure crit again.
Anyways, so, back to my side of things.
Yep.
Here you go, Pierre.
So,
Have 27 HP.
well, that was interesting. The city guard wants to know why the courthouse is on fire.
A couple idiots just came in here, drank a bunch of wine, then spilled a bunch of wine, then vomited fire onto the wine, then, well, you, I'm sure, are hearing that on your calling stone right now.
We did hear some of that. Mrs. the receptionist interjects. I thought they were with you.
I mean, did you see me casting fire and drinking wine and blowing up the place? I don't think so. I'm
No,
just
but
here
I did
filling
see
in
you
my.
in here.
Excuse me, I am talking, sir, ma'am. Don't butt into here. Let me
This
finish
is my
sentence.
building that you just set on fire.
Really? You own the courthouse?
More than you do.
Also, he never
And
said it on-
earlier,
Oh, dang,
you
I
were in
left her
here
arm
with your
behind.
friends trying to buy a building.
Friends? We're competing.
Yes, you seemed to be very cutthroat when you were in here.
Yeah, we're competing here. We're trying to get a building, and now I guess we're trying to find out about a guild. By the way, and I hand her the registry. I saved this from the fire while I was saving your building. Good thing that I am a junior fireman, waterman, whatever.
Water wizard.
Good thing I'm a junior fire waterman.
No, that just sounds like I produced the booze, which I did.
Yeah, but she forgot apparently, so it's okay.
Oh.
Or else she would have
Alright.
brought it up already. So yes.
One of the guards looks at you funny. I don't recognize you. How long have you been with them?
Just started.
I come around the front of the building and just watch through the window.
To be fair, you did say the junior fireman. That's not official. That's like a vigilante group.
Yeah. I'm trying to start a guild to start
Just,
with.
the Boy Scouts.
I've got a bunch of kids who are wanting to join in and stuff, and since they can't cast magic yet, we're using these decanters of endless water. That's the main reason why I was trying to start a new guild. Anyways,
I
you are
see.
going to need a new paint job, but fortunately I put out the fire before anything bad happened. I know a few good painters if you want me to give you a good name.
We've got contractors that take care of these things.
Okay,
We
good.
appreciate your help. If you see your friends, just let us know.
Certainly, although again, I wouldn't exactly call them friends. And then I go ahead and tell them I will be back in, I guess, tomorrow to continue looking into whether that guild exists. And then I take my leave, and I put it back where it started from, and I go home.
Apparently, you walk out and you just see 7,000 arrows ascending into the sun.
Also, I say praise Jesus.
They glare at you as you walk out.
Well done, by the way. I cannot believe you got through that without even having to make a bluff check.
Yeah, that was well played. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Like,
It's called role playing.
yeah, it's called roleplay, and actually, like, understanding what to say in those situations, that is backed up by the surrounding evidence.
That's right, Aaron. I approve of that.
Approve of what? The fireman's speech or the
Yes.
Love Hotel?
Well, I mean that too.
Okay.
We are the eyes watching in the night. We protect the weak when the government worms won't lift a finger. When all hope seems lost and there is no one to turn to, despair. But as you despair, know that you will be avenged. We are the Junior Firemen.
That just sounds like something out of Monty Python.
It sounded kind of Avengers to me, which I think is what he was attending.
Like Rorschach or Batman or something.
Yeah. You will be
I'm not a
avenged.
hero. I'm not the hero that Gotham needs. I'm the one it deserves. I'm the Dark Knight. I'm Batman.
I'm the junior
All right,
I'm
fireman.
So-
Junior Batman.
You managed to talk your way out of an arson case, and
We've managed to vault ourselves into the sun.
yeah, the Craped Crusader and Mr. Kilimanjaro have made it over the wall and out of range of the archers.
See, I like how you guys went through all this work to get out of trouble, and I just left.
Yeah. Also, by the way, you are not allowed to come back with me in the morning because Mrs. the receptionist is gonna hate you even more than she hates me right now.
Who, me?
No, Aaron.
Okay. I was gonna say, I
Saved her from the
don't
fire.
know if Mr. Jar and I are ever gonna come back. We might actually just Forrest Gump this and just run until the end of days.
The party can be unsplit by this point.
We like actually
We're all
might
in, like,
become mythical
completely
figures.
different parts of town.
I mean,
Well,
I'm back
that
in my
does
shop.
seem like a good place to stop for the night.
Yep.
Hey Pierre, we became weird ass mythical figures. High five.
Oh man, this is exactly where I was hoping it would go. Something ridiculous like this.
Thank you for just joining in my running with me and not like just accepting it. Well, I guess we're here now. I guess this is our life. How can I
I
face
guess.
this?
Guess this is us.
Yep.
Well,
This is
split
nice.
party. Cool.
It's okay. The goal is we're just gonna be on fire permanently, and every time there's a battle, I'm just gonna go run in and throw him at whatever you're fighting, and then run off into the distance again with him. We'll be
This
the
will
new.
be fun because the next 7 sessions are also going to take place in the town.
Yeah, but we're the new DM
Remember?
Fiat. Instead of rocks fall and you die, it's the monk falls and you die. Except the monk's
Remember-
fire and you're on fire and everything's on fire and it's kind of awful.
At this point, I've got to find missing immovable rods. I've got to find
I don't even know where those are.
me either, actually.
You're not wrong.
I've got to start a guild. Also, can you put the to registry back in there, Aaron? I got to start a guild for the junior
I
firemen.
gotta put the registry
I've got to
back
start a
in the,
guild for the
wait.
muffin makers or bakeries, etc.
Hang on. There's the registry.
Yeah,
I
you
can't even
put
find it on the map, let alone in real life.
there. There you go.
There.
Yeah.
Just put it back in the sex corner.
Yeah, so I've got like 3 different things
why?
I have to do.
Why? Why do you do this to Why does the text always not be lined up with the thing you move?
Well, that was a good time. We had
Agreed.
fun.
We need to do this more often.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
All right. All right.
Also, my character inebriated?
He is now on
The character
adrenaline.
what?
He asked if he was drunk.
Ah,
Now we've got to wait a while.
it burned as it went down.
Did it? Gotcha.
I need a drink after this.
Be careful you don't light it on fire, Tim.
Yeah, make sure you go drink that fiery wine. Yeah. Go try and light a bottle of wine now.
What, the glass?
I don't care. It's all about the same amount of flammability. As in not.
Also, Pierre, just remind us as we get back, we're just gonna heal you up a bunch as we're running.
Yeah.
Don't worry, when we come back to town, we can just burn the doors down.
Woo!
All right. Well,
At this point, I think I just need to start making a new campaign.
but in the same world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Question, same characters, or are we going to, like, do a side campaign, which is, like, the campaign that's happening during the main one? And so, you know, as that campaign's going, we sometimes just see a flaming monk, like, run across the sky with their chariot bringing the sun, or, you know, other weird, like, muffin trails and shit like that.
Okay,
No,
that's
I
a
mean-
cool idea. That is actually a cool idea. Oh
I
boy.
wasn't ready for that.
Why is it always the best timing? It's always right as we're forgetting, and right as we start saying something interesting.
Okay,
Perfect timing.
but actually though, that actually works really well of like Pierre and Dominic just give up their characters and they give them to Tim and then they make new characters and we continue the story
Yeah.
from there.
Oh yeah.
And like the old characters are just, they will forever be running around attempting to try to help, but all they know how to do is be on fire, heal, and create clouds of gas death.
Yeah.
And also throw
oftentimes
themselves
when
at the enemy.
Guards may recognize them, they're already gone.
Yes.
Uh,
And Tim, I'm totally okay with that. And if that's the case, I want you to know all future levels go into feats that let me run faster.
I just hope I have enough key to get us through any other climbing.
Oh, I think so. By the way,
All right.
I just want you to know from here on out, Pierre, we should just figure out how to take feats to, like, make each other so we can carry each other, and then use the other person as a weapon, and to them grabbing the first person and using them as a weapon, and then we just keep chaining this forever.
Well, my
I
thought
approve
process
of the fastball
was
special.
if we ever run into any real trouble, we could just use the immovable rods as weapons.
Oh yeah, you stab it into someone's spleen, and then you press the button.
yeah, and then they're stuck.
Yeah. I wanted to
Um,
really use that on the Mask of Death.
Also,
On
what
the
we
list.
should have done is...
Or they just leave and cure heavy wounds.
Also, Pierre, since we had 3 immovable rods, and I didn't think about this, what we should have done is had you stand on one of those immovable rods and then jump again.
That's what I was thinking too, but I was also afraid that we would lose, because we would lose one of our immovable rods, we'd be letting Tim win.
That's true. You're right. We did it better because we won and Tim didn't.
Skin of our teeth, but you know.
I mean, I know everybody else lost. I'm so glad you lived with 3 health. Also, please, Tim, just for my knowledge, how many guards were shooting at us?
15.
That would make sense why that many arrows were still hitting.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a
so-
miracle I survived.
So I guess Dominic's gonna make a new character in the interim, and probably next week will be entirely devoted to making Pierre a new character.
Hopefully, I won't need nearly as much help, especially now that I have a software that let me edit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna say right now,
Yeah, that'll
like,
help.
I am sad that the Crepe Crusader, like, and also like I love Mr. Jaro, he's great, but I'm sad that the Crepe Crusader is not going to be able to fulfill his dream of like following the Muffin Man around. However, I am glad to no end that he went out in as literal a blaze of glory as he could have.
What do you mean that he left and is no longer a part? I'm sure that the Crept Crusader is going to follow the exploits of
Oh.
Dopameron.
Yeah, he's still there. You'll
Yeah.
see him.
And he'll continue to tell the tale of Joe Cameron.
The Crept Crusader knows that to interact with Dopameron would not assist him in that manner now.
So the only way you'll see the Crepe Crusader is when you're doing something and look up and just see a bit of light on a cliff running across the top
Also,
of the
Dominic, you're
cliff.
supposed to see. At the top, at the loudest of your voice.
Yes. Singing Do You Know the Muffin Man?
It's always like in between Do You Know the Muffin Man and just screeching.
It's screeching unless you're like near a town or something.
Yeah, yes. If I think that there might be population of anything sentient.
This is the best possible way to lose a character.
Right? I'm fine with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that,
So Dominic's gonna come up with something else that I'm definitely gonna hate.
should I
and,
remake
we
Smash?
will- Say what?
Should I rebuild
No.
Smash?
Don't rebuild Smash. Make a new character.
I love Smash, and I never got to play him.
Yeah.
Smash.
Who was Smash? I'm curious.
Let me
Smash was a
He was an orc.
Orc.
He was a barbarian. He was like 3 intelligence. His favorite drink was tea, and if you told him that tea was not the best drink in the world, or you assumed another drink was better, or you offered him a different drink, or in any other way tried to do something besides tea, he would be forced to go into a barbarian rage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got outcast from his village because the chieftain's daughter didn't like tea, so he punched her in the face. He only got outlawed because his rage was such that they couldn't bring him down.
Yeah.
However, Smash is smart enough to actually understand things like lockpicking because that's where he put all of his stats in. He doesn't know what it means. He just knows that if you put in the little metal stick and you twist the little, the teethy wheel inside and you jiggle the little things enough, then the door opens.
Yeah.
And once the door opens, you kick the door in as loud as you can because that way you defeated the door twice.
Good. Oh,
He's-
and this is something Aaron was trying to do earlier when they just made it over the wall, but he couldn't quite get it to work. So in honor of that,
Thank you.
See, I just like if I could have the thing where I can make it noise.
like I said,
I'm
you
not even
haven't earned
drunk.
its
I don't know what
respect
happened
yet.
to me. It must be sleep
Yes.
deprivation.
All right.
Ooh,
Well,
I might
that
know.
was fun.
I think I know who I can play, who I've been wanting to play for a while.
All right.
I've already started
We'll
concept of
find
my
out next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Campaign, right?
Yes, we're continuing the campaign. And
All right. Are we
Persephone
done
still
with this
exists.
map?
No.
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 Yeah, it's not
No.
all on fire yet.
Sure, we're not done with this map because it is a disaster.
Yeah,
I
I've
am
gotta go back
positive we're not
to
done
registry.
with this map.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you maybe tomorrow for Dom Solo
Yes.
and more Swagathafisty.
Yep.
I'm still
Thanks, everyone, for
mad
coming.
about that name. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.